ESPN New York. Now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Big day it is. What a big day it is. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, on the YouTube channel of ESPN New York as well, where you can watch the entire show. And tonight, we have got our Bart and Carlin Knicks watch party. We are going to be at Tara Moore, 150 West 30th Street, starting at 7 o'clock. Knicks, Pistons, start of the second half of the season. Bart is scrolling through the newspaper because he has the arrogance of a Piston rollout win tonight, clearly not even remotely bothered at the possibility that the Pistons could lose tonight, even without Jalen Duren, even without Beef Stew. But we need you out there tonight. We're looking forward to seeing you again. It's 150 West 30th Street, Wild Turkey Bourbon Specials all night, and even a Wild Turkey Ice Luge. Yeah. We will see you there tonight. You are looking quite confident this morning.
Is it something big going on today? It's big in New York, but, it's back in the Midwest.
Feels like just another day in the Midwest, right?
Just another day at the office. So much so that we said, hey, man, listen, Jalen, we know you played in the All-Star game. Take this one off. This is easier than the All-Star game. Just relax, brother. We got you.
Just start with that sentiment, first of all.
Yeah,
I told you, played in the All-Star game does not mean you're playing the first game out.
Yeah, I mean, we were just doing that. We was like, you know what? Let's not put our A team out there. We beat them with our C team last time. Now, granted, they had their B team out there, but our C team is better than a B team. So this time, let's not give the Knicks any information on what we look at full strength. Let's not give them another angle, another look at our sets, how we do things. Let's keep them in the dark. So if we match up against them in the playoffs, they don't have film to break down about how we did certain sets, what our favorite out of bounds plays are, how we use Jalen.
What you're telling me already is this is going to be like a preseason game.
Well, for us it is.
Yeah.
I mean, for you guys have to stay face. You guys are pretty much OKC right now trying to figure out how the hell the Spurs keep kicking our ass, and we can kick everybody else's ass, but we can't kick the Spurs' ass. Like, what do the Spurs have on us? And, we see this a lot. Because at the end of the day, you don't want the Knicks to get a good look at what you do because you don't want them to get familiar and know how to play certain things and exploit certain matchups. I think this is something that, the Pistons are going to try something new. Like, okay, we know what it looks like with Stu Beef and Jalen Duren. We know what it looks like maybe without Cade. What does it look like when we go small? Can this team who struggles mightily, Carlin, against athletic teams that can run? That's why a team that we felt that was inferior in Indiana ran their ass out the gym. Mm-hmm. Because Mitchell Robinson, even though he's a guy that can hustle, he's a guy that can't keep up with the pace for too long. He's a big, slow-footed. I'm not talking about his ability to switch off and pick and roll because he's excellent in defense like that. He'll move his feet. But to keep the pace up and down with these big wings that the Pistons have. So I think the Pistons go small, and let's see how Karl Anthony Towns is the one that's going to get exploited the most because he's going to get exploited maybe on the defensive end. But on the offensive end, you talk about now putting maybe a smaller athletic guy underneath him and see if he gets these offensive fouls or a spin with the hook shot to the ear. So I think this is going to be a real test for the Knicks to see that, how do we keep up with this athletic version of the Pistons? And for the Pistons, they're saying, hey, could we find something? Can we find something where maybe we start with Duren and Stu Beef in there? But, man, Stu Beef is a guy that runs like he's like a little he's like Ben Wallace as far as his effort, and he's like Dennis Rodman as far as his effort running up and down the court, his cardio. You don't worry about him not being able to keep up in a high-paced game. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be interesting, the information that's gathered. You see this all the time. We used to do this when we were in the league too. Like, we wouldn't play certain players, say, hey, man, go ahead and rest. Because at the end of the day, we believe that the Knicks can't catch us in the Eastern Conference. And why give them intel so that they can have film to break down and break our code? For some reason, the Pistons have a code right now this year against the Knicks.
So in every single way, you are treating this from a Detroit perspective, as if this doesn't mean a damn thing.
It don't.
That's
They
what
can't
I'm hearing. You tell me if I'm wrong.
They can't catch us. We're 5. We're 5. We're 5 in the league. 5.5. No. Boston's behind us. Their fight is with Boston, not with us. So for our standpoint, this is a information gathering.
But I'm not even thinking about catching you for the first spot. Okay, I think that ship has sailed. All right, I'm just talking about in general, thought process, mentality, all of that. For the Pistons, tonight doesn't mean a damn thing to you.
I mean, we beat the brakes. Granted, did we win by 40 the last time? You guys are worried. You guys are worried about us. We're not worried about you. Right? We were worried about you when y'all sent our ass home, and the Pistons were pissed off. And you saw Bickerstaff, his whole campaign when he was on ESPN doing the playoffs last year, was talking about off the camera how much the disdain for the Knicks and how much that they're going to get their lick back. Mm-hmm. So that was the focus all offseason, all preseason. But now once you hear, it's like, all right, nah, we the big dogs. And last year is last year. This year is this year.
So here's what I'd like to see. First of all, I'd like to hear this, because this is a different mentality than I am used to hearing from somebody like Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A., as we know, noted Knicks fan, had the following to say yesterday in regards to this game tonight and its importance for the Knicks when playing the Pistons.
You cannot lose this game. If you lose this game at the Garden, even though it's the regular season, at the Garden, without Duran and Stewart, I'm going to lose all hope. I'm going to lose all hope against Detroit. If you can't beat the Detroit Pistons, if you're the New York Knicks, fresh off of 2 ass whippings this year against them, and you go up against them and you cannot beat Detroit without Duran and Stewart, without your front line, there's no reason for me to believe they could beat Detroit come postseason.
Now, look. I understand where he's coming from. I understand where all of the concern is. I understand where tonight might be an important game for the Knicks just mentally going toward the postseason, because if you have the dreams of doing what you think you can do, or if you have the aspirations of doing what you think you can do, let's be clear. It's going through Detroit, right? It's going through Detroit. I don't see any way that the Knicks, if they want to get to the finals, have a path there without facing Detroit. So if you can't beat them during the regular season and you're regularly getting bombed, yeah, there's going to be some lingering mental effects from that. But I don't have to go back that far to point out what happened last year. And I'm not talking about the Knicks beating the Pistons. I'm talking about the Knicks not being able to beat the teams that were in front of them during the regular season, like at all, and yet go and beat them in the postseason. Explain that to me. Like the Celtics, they didn't have a sniff against Boston all year last year. Not a sniff.
Yeah.
And they went and took care of them in the playoffs. So to me, it doesn't mean that.
It doesn't.
I get where it might stick in the back of your head, but it's not the be-all, end-all here for New York.
It's not, but it's more important to New York than it is for the Pistons. And just to remind the people out there, our listeners, our lovely listeners who I love so much.
Who we hope to see tonight at Terra Moore, 150 West 30th. In the
exactly.
city.
Come lick on my luge. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it, Jalen Duran isn't not playing. He's serving his 2-game suspension.
Yep.
That's why he's out. Not because he's injured, not because he's not ready to go. Stu Beef is too. But I think people think that he's not playing because he's not healthy. He's healthy, but he just is. This part is his 2-game suspension, which he was allowed to participate in the All-Star festivities, but now he has to serve that suspension. So that's the reason why. So you're going to see a lot. So he's healthy. Don't think that he has a lingering issue that maybe can bleed into the playoffs. The basketball guys didn't bless you that well. But this is the thing. They're going to get Paul Reed, and Paul Reed is a active, athletic 6'9" guy. So now once again,
basketball Paul.
Yeah. So, but he's feisty. He's feisty, And it's going to be interesting to see how Cat matches up because he's 6'9", 210, but he is scrappy as hell. So this is the type of game where you say, hey, Cat, come on, man. Can we get a 30 burger? This should be a 30 burger for you. Like, because if they get Paul Reed and they get Paul Reed in
foul trouble.
In foul trouble, like, then we know what the natural switch is. The natural switch is Tobias Harris, which we saw in the playoffs, and he was holding his own against Cat and putting points up on Cat and getting Cat in foul trouble because that means, yes, the cross matchup is going to be Tobias Harris on the offensive side, Cat trying to move his feet. How do they adjust to that? Because I think that's an advantage, just as big of an advantage as it is. I would maybe say even more, as big as the advantage is on the defensive side of the ball, where I think Tobias Harris can guard Cat better and more effectively than Cat can guard Tobias Harris, if that makes sense, right? Because we know Cat is so lazy with his feet, and he's gonna naturally lose that matchup against a 4. Than he would against a 5. So he's going to be put on an island where they probably go and attack that matchup knowing how lazy and lackadaisical he can get, especially if it becomes a foot race. Expect a track meet tonight. And let's see if Cat can get back. Remember, that was an issue early on in the season when you talk about Mike Brown talking about, man, if you want touches, bro, you got to get up the court.
So if that's going to be the case, I have to can we just one night, if it wouldn't kill him, if it's a Cat game offensively, can we avoid some dumb fouls?
That's my point. You understand what I'm saying?
Can we avoid getting ourselves in stupid foul trouble on reach-ins and dumb things like that? You're right. The feet are slow. They're a problem. But if you need to be the guy that they rely on offensively on a night like this,
well, this is what you're paying for.
I don't know what it's ever going to take to get through to Cat about how to avoid this because it feels, Bart, like it should be so fixable with his game.
It should be, but it's lack of discipline, lack of conditioning. You think he was really conditioning and stuff during the All-Star break?
I don't know. He was taking part in those skills competitions pretty good.
Yeah, his elevated heart rate didn't get past molasses. You know what I'm saying? Come on, stop it. Did you see him when he was representing the world? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to do that.
They did win it, didn't they?
No, they didn't win.
No. I'm talking about they
won the shooting competition.
Man, bro, I'm talking about the actual game.
Well, I don't even know if there is an actual game. There's like 6 actual games now.
The game was actually competitive. They got eliminated early.
Yeah.
But, to that point, though, this is one of these games where we say, Cat, if you're who you say you are, this is a game where we need you to dominate. You have the matchup. And also, does Brunson – this is where Alvarado comes in play too, because you have to alleviate the stress from Azur Thompson – like pestering the hell out of Jalen Brunson. Full court. The youth is on the side of the Pistons. So how do the Knicks adjust? And I'm excited to see how Alvarado introduces himself to this rivalry. Is he going to be all about the smoke? Is he going to provide the energy and the spark on the other side? So we get to see, is the whole as good as the sum of his parts today when Alvarado's, remember, he's been incorporated. Didn't he hit like 8 threes the other day?
He had a ridiculous number when he had like 26 in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was 8 threes, but he had a bunch.
Well, we can round up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm excited to see, man. The matchups and style makes fights. And listen, I don't want to hear nobody calling up here talking about I'm a hater. These are legitimate breakdowns and assessments. Bridges, too.
It was 8. I'm sorry. It was 8 against the Sixers.
You know what I'm saying? Bridges as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Bridges. Like, can you attack these wings? Can you guard Cade Cunningham? I mean, Obi's back, right? So he's gonna be on Cade, but Cade is kind of it's weird. We always have these teams that we have that are like just like thorns in our sides. You know what I'm saying? We all have these teams that the matchups are funny. And they're just a thorn in our side because they're so scrappy. And I think the Pistons are shortly going to become like that migraine that the Knicks have to deal with.
Listen, This, to me, will be a ridiculous atmosphere at the Garden tonight. It should be. Because I don't look at this and think that every Knicks fan that is coming out to watch this game does not think that this is a playoff preview, does not think that, like this, all of a sudden, Bart, becomes as big as when the Celtics come in at full strength for the Knicks fan, right? Celtics come in, it's a special night. The way the Pistons are constituted right now, this is the beginning of that kind of a stretch where it's a special night. And the atmosphere is going to be ridiculous in this building. I'm just wondering if the Knicks are going to match up to that. Like, I think they will, and I got to be honest with you. I think the Knicks are going to win handily tonight. I really do. And the reason I think that is because of all of what we just talked about. Because you have those two guys out, because maybe the Pistons don't nearly care about as much about this game as the Knicks do. I'm not saying this about the playoffs. I'm the same guy that said I don't think they can beat them in the playoffs, and I still don't.
I really think that they want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? This is a game where I think the Pistons. So you don't think this is a game? But what you're telling me is you don't think this is a game where the Pistons are not taking it all that seriously, right? Because they pissed. The Pistons are pissed. They came into the season thinking like Creed. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I get it. They're pissed from last year, and they should be.
And Bickerstaff is going to have
they also
ready.
know they don't have these two guys tonight, and they also know that they have pounded the Knicks the first two times that they played them.
See, but when you don't have guys, you like, yo, they think it's candy. Like, yo, let's show them what's up. That just means Cade's going to have to take more on his side, as far as Thompson's going to have to take more on his side. I think it makes it more personal. I mean, honestly, I think it makes it a more up and open game, right? Because Duran gets touches on the pick and roll and lobs, and he slows the game down. Like, this game is just going to be a track meet. I guarantee you the Bickerstaff is saying, hey, man, these dudes can't keep up with us. Like, they got two defensive liabilities, and sometimes the liabilities are based on effort. That's a big thing. Like, it's based on effort. And like I said, I think what you're going to see tonight is the Pistons' attempt to be the Pacers. And we know how the Pacers are. How many times we watched the Pacers last year and just open shots from Obi because he runs down the court while Cat is complaining about a call.
Yeah.
They're
able to take advantage of that for sure.
And there's no way in hell you talk about them having an opportunity on prime. This is prime now, baby. This is like Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. This is prime. Like, I don't think – are we going to be able to watch it locally?
It's on Prime. I don't know if they don't carry it.
I'm saying MSG.
I don't know if it's on MSG when there's a Prime game or not.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to find that out.
This is prime time. People are going to be coming to see this.
Yeah, it is on MSG. I would think that they have to. It's like they have to do that whenever the NFL games are on Prime. They have to find a way to get it on locally.
Okay, but the outside markets won't get it.
No, the outside markets, it's only going to be on in Philly. Detroit and in New York.
Yeah, so listen, they know what time this game is.
Not on Prime, I should say.
You feel the production. I don't know what's wrong with my internet today. You're gonna feel the production, right? And so it's a big game. It's a feature game, and this is a young team that's up and coming, trying to show the world who they are. Like, I mean, how many games did the Pistons play on Prime TV ever last year? Never.
So you honestly believe that this is a game that they will take very seriously, down two players, and in that kind of environment are looking to send a message tonight. Send another one after they have pounded them twice and still have revenge on their mind, and make sure that they are thinking about it going forward, because they know at some point that if the Knicks are going to get to the finals, they have to go through Detroit.
Yeah, and this is a team that goes 10 deep. That's the difference. This isn't a team that's top heavy that lost somebody. This is a team that they in their rotation they use 10 players.
I know.
Carlin,
I'm with you on a lot of it. You lose.
This is Rocky IV. This is Rocky IV.
You lose me when it's clear that you are unable to say anything negative about a Pistons player. Like when you start extolling the Paul Reed virtues to me. about the whole thing.
No.
And I know Paul Reed, I understand, but you know what I mean?
No, damn Paul Reed. Paul Reed is about Cat because that's a matchup that he should destroy. Right? Cat against Tobias Harris. Remember how frustrated we was last year? Like, bro, how you getting checked by Tobias Harris? Look like a wish sandwich. 2 light breads with nothing in between.
Nice.
Like, come on, man. Like a pillow fight out there, man. You mean to tell me you 7 feet getting D'd up by Tobias Harris? Knicks fans, call in. Like, tell me, am I tripping?
Phrasing.
This is what I want here. Is people right now, the Knick fan right now, to call in and go right at Bart. Because this is what tonight's going to be about at Terramore on West 30th Street, 150 West 30th Street, where Bart and I are going to be for our Knicks watch party tonight, thanks to our friends at Wild Turkey. And we'd love to see you there starting at 7. And that's what I want it to be. I want it to be you and Knick fans going at each other in a fun way.
Bring it all, because during the All-Star game, I think Jalen Brunson got a real close look at what a real premier point guard looks like.
You just made that sound like you were Clubber Lang, you know? Want to see what a real man looks like?
Saw what a real man looks like. Because this is the truth and the reality. If Jalen Brunson is the basketball savant that we believe and know that he is, then he's going to find a way to – this is why I love the point guard position. Point guard position, the main role is not to be the main star in the movie. It's to be the best supporting cast. So can he say, nah, Cat, we are not going to allow you not to dominate, and feed him the ball. Get him the ball in his spots. Call the plays, the pick and rolls, the pick and pops. This is about Jalen Brunson telling Cat, no, we going to feed you and you going to eat. You putting up 20. If Cat don't put up 22 attempts, 20-plus attempts today, then he wasn't serious, and he ain't got a backbone.
It's an interesting thought about Cat. Like,
bro, you ain't got to deal with 2 of the toughest big men in the league.
No, I agree. I'm just like, if this is a Cat get into dumb foul trouble and not dominate this game, that's going to be tough to take. Look at you. You are smiling and laughing because you think it's coming.
Can you not see Tobias Harris taking a charge?
Of course I can.
Can you not see Tobias Harris getting an offensive foul because he drop step and had the elbow high and hit somebody in the ear? Like, let's do the prop bet. What's that new place that starts with the P? That's the gambling spot.
That starts. There's Polymarket.
Polymarket. Yeah. Let's see if it's a Polymarket on how many offensive fouls Cat's gonna get. I'm setting the number at 2.
Oh man, I'll text Fortenbaugh and see if there's a place where I could actually bet that.
Yes.
I'm sure there is not, but it would be amazing to have that as a possibility.
2 offensive fouls.
Yeah.
Polymark.
800-919-3776. So here's the deal, Knicks fans. Get in and start hammering your boy, because tonight's going to be fun, and he pretty much thinks that this is already a foregone conclusion. Even without Duren, even without what's his name?
Isaiah Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart. Bart thinks this is a complete whitewash. He is not afraid at all and basically wants all the smoke.
Tell me why I'm wrong.
So bring him the smoke and tell him why he's wrong. Yeah. 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Again, it's for tonight. It is Knicks Pistons tonight. We are going to be at Terramore, 150 West 30th Street, right near the Garden, for Knicks Pistons, our watch party beginning at 7 o'clock tonight. Wild turkey specials and a wild turkey ice luge. We're going to remind you that throughout the course of the day, but we need you there at 800-919-3776. We need you on the phones next. We need you on the ESPN New York YouTube channel making your comments. We will get in there as well. Start watching, get involved. This is going to be a hot show on ESPN New York.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait. This free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Trying to get to the outbound George Washington Bridge, the Harlem River Drive, very slow. Looks like a crash on the exit ramp, on the ramp to the GWB in 95. Deegan, not much better. Looks like construction work there as well. And the westbound Cross Bronx, stacked up from the Bronx River Parkway all the way to the outbound George Washington Bridge. Bunch of problems in New Jersey. Route 109 northbound by Delancey Street, an accident being cleared north of Newark Airport. We also have problems on Route 280 eastbound by exit 1 and exit 4. That's construction work. 18 is very slow out of New Brunswick up to Piscataway. That could be an accident on the John Lynch Bridge. And on the island, northbound Route 110, that's coming into Huntington Station. That's a water main break. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Hey, it's Michael K. I love when I get to talk about PC Richard & Son. This has been my go-to store for years now. They're local, they're family-owned, and they truly care about their customers. And you know, I love to support our local businesses. Always have, and you should too. During their President's Day sale, save big on appliances from all the top brands, up to 40% off. In fact, the more you buy, the more you save, with up to $1,000 in additional savings on qualifying appliances. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
You want to know why betting the winter games on FanDuel makes so much sense? Because from game lines to medal counts to finding your angle on the events you care about most, FanDuel gives you more ways to stay connected to the action. I played in the Olympics for the U.S. men's hockey team, so you know I'm going to be dialed into all of their games. And if you want to get into the action with the hockey, a curling match that started slow and somehow got really tense really fast, or maybe there's a speed skating race that will be decided by inches that you want to get involved with. You can check it all out and so much more on FanDuel. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started, because from game lines to medal counts to finding your angle on the events you care about most, FanDuel gives you more ways to stay connected to the action. The winter games are on, and there's no better way to follow them than with a bet on FanDuel. Check out FanDuel and play your game. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
You remember what it feels like to move without thinking about pain? To get up, sit up, walk, work, or live without that constant ache? If neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica took that away from you, it's time to get it back. I'm Bart Scott. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy you need. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no scars, no long recovery, just precise, image-guided, non-surgical treatments designed to get you feeling strong again. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted, there is no reason to wait. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End, because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
We're hitting the chat at 800-919-3776 over on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Arturo T. Bart, over under 3 scuffles tonight.
Oh, yeah, because, this one Cat trying to be tough. And that's the thing. Can the Knicks play that game? Like, we know Alvarado can play that game where you toe the line emotionally. But if this game gets, foully, and what makes it funny is that Bickerstaff and Mike Brown are friends. You know what I mean? But can you say that maybe the Pistons ran the score up a little bit last time when the game was clearly done with? They were still jacking up threes with their backups and all that stuff.
Listen, I understand, but I like the fact that in the chat right now, on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, there's a lot of smoke coming. KJ Jammer, Bart, we're a perennial playoff team. We're not on the same level. You can beat us in the regular season all you want.
God. How quickly
you can beat us in the regular season all you want.
How quickly we forget. The Knicks have been back to the playoff era, what?
5 years? 5 years?
Yeah. Okay, so wow. Perennial. Let's
I mean,
stop.
that kind of is perennial, but they did go to the conference finals last year, and they did beat you along the way.
But let me tell you something. You know how easy it is to make the playoffs with the play-in? Stop it. Let's not act like y'all like the Denver Nuggets in the last 10 years.
But they weren't in the play-in last year. I mean, they went to the conference finals.
But listen, let's not
They've
glow.
not been in the play-in.
Let's not glow.
To not be in there.
The Tom Thibodeau era, what? They've been in the playoffs, five times?
What, since 2020, I think it's 4 times.
Okay. Since 2020, 4 times, and we've been here twice. And y'all want to talk, just stop it, man. Stop it. Stop acting like y'all Boston. Quit playing.
Well, they beat Boston last year.
No, quit acting like you Boston. Oh, man, just before the season. It was a time when you guys were the Pistons. You were the Pistons 5 years ago, man. Miss me with it. And at what point did the Knicks ever win had the best record in basketball? When they went to the playoffs, at what point were they the team that had the best record in basketball?
I mean, they didn't have the best record in basketball, but they won 50 games a couple times.
Yes, but when were they considered the number one team?
Okay, well, you're coming off a year where you made the playoffs for the first time in forever, and
Correct.
You're having a great season. There's no getting around that. And I personally believe that you would beat the Knicks in a playoff series. But I think discounting what they have done over the last several years is unfair when at least each of the last 3 years, at least they've won at least one playoff series.
But you can't just be talking trash like y'all them. Y'all ain't did nothing with it. What y'all do with it?
I mean, what have the Pistons done?
Nothing.
Yes.
But that's the thing. But don't act like you guys are more like Boston, the standard, than y'all are like a team that's trying to find y'all identity too.
Well, but they're closer to Boston
than
the Pistons are.
Man, Carlin, miss me with this, man.
I'm talking about over the last few years.
Let's not King Kong pound our chest here like we some perennial powerhouse.
They're a perennial playoff team. That's what they are.
This year makes
this guy said.
So next year we'll be a perennial playoff team because we'll be 3 in. So then y'all can stop the debate.
Wouldn't it be 2 in at that point?
No, this be 3. 2 this year.
Did they make it to?
Last year, this year, I say by next.
Oh, you're
next
talking
year,
about the end of next year.
Yeah, we'll be 3 in, and then y'all can stop. It's 3 to mark a demarcation. All right, well 3. Now you guys are just like us.
Here are some of the others. Bart needs to sit behind hockey glass tonight.
Oh yeah, listen. If we want to remember Blades of Steel.
Yeah.
If they want to Blades of Steel, where we line it up and we bump into each other and we can fight, then we can do that. Mosh pit.
Make them bleed.
Tell you what, the loser has to go lick the luge.
And here's what it is, Tsunami. I feel bad for Net fans because that spread tonight against the Cavs is huge. Joe Leo in the studio today. Joe doesn't even get to enjoy any of this smack talk.
You know,
why am I an innocent bystander in all this?
I don't know. You just took some shrapnel.
I just got astray. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are lucky y'all didn't trade Porter. I mean, you guys are horrible. You talk about being horrible.
Thankful that we didn't trade him.
You guys, when y'all tear stuff down, y'all tear it down. Like, I feel like I'm watching the same remnants of, like, when you guys traded for Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. It was like 10 years before you guys even came back with, like, you couldn't even watch a Nets game without throwing up. That's how bad y'all are. It's like, golly. Like, y'all need to go play the Washington Generals.
Pizza Man checking in. Pistons own the Knicks. Boy, I tell you, it's getting a little chippy, and I get involved. 800-919-3776. Let's get to it. David and Elizabeth will start us off today. D, I know you'll be there tonight. What's going on?
What's going on, fellas? I'm definitely in the building. First and foremost, I want to say this, though, Bart. I told you it was all respect up until today. Y'all gonna get shellacked. Y'all gonna get shellacked. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know who's gonna do it today or who's gonna have that conversation with them, but somebody needs to get in their ear and get a good sense of urgency going, because they need to take this game serious. Because not for nothing, I feel like they kind of punked us in a way, and we can't stand.
Well, they have punked you this year. There's no getting around that.
Man, Cat's gonna be out there. Cat's gonna be out there like Trey on Boys in the Hood, swinging at the air. and as soon as it come down to it, like, man, let me out the car, man. Let me out the car. Man. Let me out. Let me out.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. It definitely feels like a playoff atmosphere, and I can't wait to watch the game later on. Man. I just hope that we don't get our doors blown off and it's competitive. So
I don't think your doors get blown off because you don't have the two big men. But what I think it's going to become a point in the game that the Knicks are going to look like, damn, why are these dudes still hanging around?
I agree. It could definitely go down like that because, Detroit is a good team. And, Bart, I agree with you. We're not the big bad wolf. And like homie just said, whatever he's saying, we're not that. Like, I eat a nice slice of humble pie every day. We're not that. And I think we match up well against you. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Alvarado looks like in this matchup, how he plays into the rotation. I want to see, like, does Clark come out of his slumber, right? Because we thought he was the missing piece, or do you go small with Shamet, right? It's so many interesting ways to see how Mike Brown uses his bench.
Mm-hmm.
Kolek, is it Kolek or is it Alvarado?
I got to believe it's Alvarado now at this point. I don't know how much Kolek's going to play, but not at that same, like, Alvarado's the guy, right?
Who's going to take advantage and who's going to create that spark? Like, we know Hart's going to bring the energy, but Hart, to me, like, do you try and put Hart on Cade? Because Obi, he kind of has his way with Obi.
I still can't go away from my best defender, though, can I?
But it's about matchups.
I know it's about matchups, but he's still my best defender. I still got to give him the first crack at it.
But I don't know if he has the foot speed. Obi is a big guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he has the foot speed to laterally stay in front. Yeah. Where Hart is only 6'5", I think he has the foot speed to stay in front. But the thing is,
but he'll get smoked up in the size too, though.
Yeah, but Cade's only 6'6", but he feels like he's so much bigger than those guys, right?
It feels like he's longer too.
Maybe it's the Lions man.
Phrasing.
You know what I mean.
Longer and stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because I wonder if they put Hart on him, is it going to look like how Pascal Siakam owns Hart? Or do you go Bridges, which is really too little? But that's what you brought Bridges in for? We throwing Obi on. Obi supposed to be for the wings.
This
is
a
point guard. It's a point guard. You're supposed to be the point guard killer. You're supposed to be the guy that was brought in to stop Jaylen Brown. You're supposed to be the guy that was brought in to stop those guys.
Jason Villa on the chat over on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. They're talking about Detroit like they're the 98 Bulls.
Nah, we're not saying that, bro. You acting like you the 94 Patrick Ewing, Anthony Masons.
Detroit isn't guaranteed to make the playoffs next year. From Wharfy Diem. Oh, my God.
Bro, you know how much money we got to
up
spend?
on that now.
Like, bro.
I want all the smoke talk. I want it all at 800-919-3776. Let's not be silly here.
Bro, we got the assets to go get Giannis, really, if you want to be truthful.
They do have the assets to do that if you wanted to.
Listen, the highest paid player on our team outside of Cade Cunningham is Tobias Harris at $25 million. Everybody else making like $2-4 million.
Tobias Harris, I feel like we've done this before, so I don't want to do how much did that guy make. But Tobias Harris, every time his name comes up, it just feels like highway robbery with what he's made in his career.
You know who he is? Because he's super solid. He's better than Bobby Portis, but he's like in that ilk. Like he's that elder statesman that he's the adult in the room. He's the professional in the locker room that makes it all go. Like he gave them a level of maturity and expectations. And I tell you what, man, like they use Karis LeVert a lot more than we think. You know, I know Joe Leo like that. Karis LeVert ain't
I
dead.
like Karis LeVert. I always liked him as a player.
Yeah, but like, you know, like he kind of fell out of favor. Like, you know, anytime Kenny Atkinson's get rid of you and, you know, you guys grew up together in Brooklyn, then they're saying a lot.
John Robinson, what is Mike Brown holding back until the playoffs? You talk about the Pistons doing it. What is he holding back?
What is he? Well, he needs to win games, so he shouldn't be holding back nothing. he need to get out of the 3 seed. 3 plays 4, right?
In round 2. You talk about 3-6 in round 1.
Okay. Because now people, like, oddly enough, man, people are acting like the Cleveland Cavaliers are the big bad wolves. They're the favorite. They're one of the favorites.
No, it wouldn't be 3. Excuse me. I'm sorry. You got me confused here for a second, okay? It's 3-6 in round 1, and then it would be 2-3 in round 2 if the top 4 seeds are the ones that advance.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So who does 3 play?
I just said 3 plays 6.
Man, it sounds like a math equation, man.
No, it's not that hard. 3 right now. If it goes the way it would go right now, they would play the Sixers.
Ooh. That's no Walker. That's no.
And now you got him losing to the Sixers.
No.
Embiid, by the way, out tonight. Did you see some of that? He's got imaging, and he's got this, and he's got what he's got is Embiid syndrome. That's what he's got.
Embiid looked like he probably gonna be one of the youngest NBA players to ever get gout.
He might have it already.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, listen, gout's no walk in the park. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. Hey Yankees fans, gather a group of 10 or more and take advantage of our 2026 Yankees group ticket specials. Whether you're getting together with family and friends, organizing a fundraiser, or entertaining clients, your group will love bonding over the Bronx Bombers. Start planning your 2026 group outings today. Log on to Yankees.com/groups. Call 212-YANKEES or email us at groups@Yankees.com. That's 2026 group tickets. Call 212-YANKEES or visit Yankees.com/groups today.
March is here, and the madness is underway. Schweppes offers above-the-rim refreshment and is proud to sponsor the Big East Conference. Take a break from the action with a Schweppes Seltzer. Enjoy 7 refreshing flavors, such as black cherry, lemon lime, cranberry lime, and strawberry mango. Each Schweppes Seltzer flavor provides a perfect touch for any occasion. Schweppes, a sparkling tradition since 1783, and the perfect way to elevate your everyday refreshment. Stop by your local food bazaar to get your favorite Schweppes Seltzer for a slam dunk experience.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-30 2.5S Select Sport all-wheel drive for $209 for 33 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN TM105852. MSRP $29,530. Zero security deposit ends 3/2/26.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Empower.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
March the 20th of 2026, there's one place to be. And that place is Pickleball Heaven. Pickleball Heaven. It's a pickleball facility, massive facility in Medford, New York. We're going to do the show there that day from 6 to 10. Then there's a tournament. And then after we win the tournament, Rick, we'll stay and watch some basketball with the people. Now, the worst part of all this is the name. Listen, I got to participate in Rickleball Madness. What do you want from me?
You're a teammate of Rickleball.
Yeah, right. You're part of the event. You're the co-headliner. If my name was Dave Pickleball, it would still be Rickleball Madness.
I think that's accurate.
I don't want this kind of pressure. I would prefer it be named after you. No, you don't. You want all the shine. No, I don't. Call whatever you want. Dave's Pickleball Extravaganza.
Sorry, Dave. We're still calling it Rickleball Madness. And it's Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. To sign up and register to play, go to the ESPN New York app and click on the Rickleball tile.
He's a fan. 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 From another club. He's a 69 Don. Yeah, Cat. Better play like
I can tell.
Like Battle Cat. Better be like Battle Cat. You know, in honor of the new He-Man movie that's coming out.
I was not a big He-Man guy when I was a kid. I watched it, but like, I didn't love He-Man. Did you love He-Man?
I had a Battle Cat. Like when you take the little thing out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the powers of Grayskull.
Grayskull, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh my God. I can't get into all of these, you know, I don't know why. I've just never been a Marvel guy in any way. And I know it's not just Marvel, okay? But any kind of those kind of movies, I just have never been into it. So is like the new He-Man movie an animated thing, or is it like a legit thing?
It's a dude with blonde hair.
So like who's playing He-Man? Do we know?
Ivan Drago.
I just Googled who's playing He-Man. Is it Dolph Lundgren?
No, he's 75 years. You know, he was like a neuroscientist or something like that. He's crazy.
Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah, he's like that's why like when they found him for Rocky IV, they was like, who the hell is this dude? He was like 17, shredded, like a Julian Salad. He's like a neuroscientist for real. Like so when he played that like in Expendables, like he really was like one of the smartest like a neuroscientist or something.
The kid who's 31 years old, Nicholas Galitzine, is playing He-Man in Masters of the Universe.
Is he from Galaxor? Galaxine? Could you think of a more perfect real name?
Galitzine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar too much with his work, but he's got 6 million followers on Instagram. Masters of the Universe, he'll be He-Man. And he looks like He-Man. He's cut up like it. Hitting that HGH, getting ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's hit the calls. 800-919-3776. Lang in Connecticut is up next on Bart and Carlin. ESPN New York. Lang, what's going on, bud?
I'm astounded. I think the word that comes to mind hearing Bart all morning
go on and on about how great the Pistons are when they haven't done a single thing in the playoffs is astonishment. I equate the Pistons to the Cavaliers of the past few years. You can have the regular season championship trophy. All year, Bart, all year last year, you were talking about Jaden Ivey as if he was your coming of the Messiah. He was going to save your season.
No.
And then what did they do with him? They shipped him to Chicago for what? For a bag of peanuts.
For a shooter.
So
so you know, because I know you don't get the Pistons Insider magazine that I'm signed up to. Actually, because he was up for contract, so they weren't going to sign him, so they moved him for a shooter because they weren't going to retain him because him and Cade Cunningham never played well together. But the fact that him and Stu Beef got hurt was two of their starting players not in the playoffs. So you're
who's
happy
the shooter?
that
Jason Caffey?
Oh no, we have a guy called from Miami that went to the University of Michigan that ducked the fight, so he's going to be looking to get Duncan Robinson is going to be ready for the smoke today because he ran for the fight before, so he got to make it up. He got to do something egregious.
He was underneath the stands.
Well, he might have a flagrant 2 today because he got to get his street cred back. Because
well, Ron Holland's going to go and drag him out of the locker room if he has to.
Exactly. Like no, it's like on I don't know if you guys remember This Is My Rifle, Was Many Like It. I forgot what the name of that movie was. This Is My Rifle, Was Many Like It, but none like mine. When they beat him with the soap. Come on, Carlin.
Why am I supposed to remember what you're talking about with obscure lines that I have no clue about?
He was like, "What's wrong with you, Sergeant? Corporal? Are you off your rocker?" He was like, "This is my rifle," and he shot himself and killed himself.
I'm not even going to play the music for $100,000 Pyramid. I don't even know what movie this is.
Come on, Ray. You've seen this movie.
Ray's not there today.
Yeah, Ray's not here.
Joe Leo, and it's
Joe Leo.
Tom Bauer.
And I'm already uncultured in movies to begin with, so you're losing this conversation already.
No. If you put This Is My Rifle, Was None Like It, it'll come right up. It's one of the best movies ever. Well, anyway, they took Duncan Robinson in the back and they beat him with soap bars. You know why they beat him with soap bars inside of the socks? Because it leaves no marks.
Oh, it's Full Metal Jacket.
Yes. Oh, now you know it. Oh my God. No.
Well, because hang on a second. You just said if you type it into the computer, it'll come right up. That's what he did, and boom. And now you're killing him for it.
This is one of the most popular. That's a culture thing.
Yes, it is. I never saw Full Metal Jacket.
But this what?
I never saw Full Metal.
Now I don't feel bad at all.
Jesus Christ! But Tom, you're young, so it's understandable. Carlin, the list of movies that you have not seen. Did you see E.T., bro? You see Drew Barrymore?
I saw E.T. in the movie theater.
No, what's the movie that we were shocked that you never saw?
I've never seen Field of Dreams. Never once seen Field of Dreams.
But it's some movies last year because we had this discussion.
There's a bunch. There's a bunch.
But it's certain movies when you say a line, culturally you're supposed to. This is my.
I agree.
If
I'm a big movie line guy.
If I'm supposed to say, show me the money, you know exactly what it is, right?
Yes, it's Jerry Maguire. But there are times, and listen, this is not one of them, but you have to admit, there are times where you will give a line from a movie that came out in 1982 that nobody's, like you would give me a line from DC Cab that nobody saw. That nobody saw. Like, how am I supposed to do that, right? Like you ever see Johnny Dangerously? That was an amazing movie with Michael Keaton. My mother did that to me once.
But if I say, get off my train, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Get off my train?
Get off my train. Ghost.
Okay. I was also thinking Harrison Ford, get off my plane in Air Force One.
No, get off my
train. I thought
train.
maybe you had confused the two for a second.
Nah. If I say, what's the ticket for getting thrown out of the window? Jaywalking? Beverly Hills Cop, baby. Come on, now you got it, Carlin. Quit playing, man.
Oh, my God. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
New year, new season, same goal. Feel good and stay in the game. But if neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica is holding you back, it's time to handle it. I'm Bart Scott, and I'm telling you to call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he specializes in getting people back to living pain-free. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided treatments that work. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Stop playing through pain. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief starts today.
Hey, it's Michael K. I love when I get to talk about PC Richard & Son. This has been my go-to store for years now. They're local, they're family-owned, and they truly care about their customers. And you know, I love to support our local businesses. Always have. And you should too. During their President's Day sale, save big on appliances from all the top brands, up to 40% off. In fact, the more you buy, the more you save, with up to $1,000 in additional savings on qualifying appliances. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
This February at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, love is in the air with our $100,000 Roll into Romance drawing. Be here on Fridays in February from 3 to 7 p.m. when each hour one lucky guest is drawn to roll the dice for a shot at winning up to $5,000. Earn entry starting at 2 p.m. Club members can earn up to 5 times entry multipliers at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
Pretty tough to watch. I mean, we're the New York Yankees. You know, let's go out there and get the right people, get the right pieces to go out there and finish this thing off.
This was him, as best he can, as carefully and calculated as he can, calling out the front office.
This is a rare misstep by Judge.
No, I don't think so.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Weekdays at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite back.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
So Mets get to and falter in the divisional round.
Yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction.
Anything outside of missing the playoffs is a step in the right direction. What for you makes a successful season?
Well, it starts with the playoffs. I mean, would I like to win the division? Yeah, I'd absolutely like to win the division. I think it's going to have to be, at the very least, you're winning a playoff series.
DiPietro and Rothenberg, morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
That's right. With a huge event tonight, Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York YouTube channel. Go there, subscribe, and make yourself a part of the show in the comments where we will bring them into the discussion. We will also welcome you into the discussion at 800-919-3776. But tonight in New York City, Knicks fans join Bart Scott and myself for a special Knicks watch party. Tara Moore, 150 West 30th Street, starting at 7 p.m. Watch the Knicks take on Detroit. It is the start of the second half in this big, although for Bart, he's saying not that big of a matchup, big Eastern Conference matchup, Wild Turkey Bourbon specials, great prizes, and even a Wild Turkey Ice Luge. You'll have chances to win Knicks tickets and enter Wild Turkey Bourbon's ultimate New York game day experience this April. Join us at Tara Moore tonight. Tip-off is 7:30. We're starting at 7. It's brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy Wild Turkey responsibly.
Hey, during this read, so Tom, can you tell me how much did the Pistons win by last time?
As if I have that pulled up right in front of me.
No, it's a suggestion to you, Tom. It's not. I didn't need it instantaneously. I'm going to fill the time while you look for it, because what I'm willing to do, because everybody knows I'm not drinking. It's Lent, right? It's also Lent. So usually when I go out,
it was 118 to 80.
And then on January 5th, they also beat them 121 to 90. So they beat them by 31 in January, and 118 to 80, they beat them by 38.
Okay, so this is what I'm willing to do. Since I'm not drinking it, I didn't know. Did you even realize that it was Ash Wednesday yesterday?
I did not, and I'm Catholic. And that's not great. That'll tell you my level of Catholicism at the moment. Apparently, I've given up Catholicism for Lent, apparently.
Well, it's weird because it's coming right off of Valentine's Day, fresh off the weekend. So I didn't even recognize that it was that. I'm not Catholic, but I saw that it was Ash Wednesday, and that's when people go Lent, because it's like crazy. Because I know that Carnival is going on in Brazil and Trinidad, which is a big party. But Mardi Gras, I saw our friend Harry Doogie down in New Orleans, and they were doing Mardi Gras. And I was like, damn, that's right. The Mardi Gras usually, because sometimes we used to have the Senior Bowl, and Mardi Gras would be right as we were leaving. So I'm like, damn, that just let me know where we are in the schedule. So now that we know that it's 40 days Lent, I'm not drinking, right? So in honor of the Pistons beating them by 38 last time, I'm going to pay for 38 lose shots for the first 38. Yeah, 38 lose shots. Ooh. Wow, turkey. Come get it. First 38 on your boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can come and y'all can heckle me all you want. We'll see who gets the last laugh. We can have fun. But first 35, turkey shots on me. Go lick my luge.
The one thing I would say for people who have not experienced Bart in person and have a chance to come out tonight, Bart, they say don't meet your heroes, right? Bart is everything you want him to be. You will leave the night and wondering, how can I end this conversation with Bart? Because he loves to talk to people, and he will be out there and having so much fun tonight. And that's the number one reason I encourage people to come. We had an awesome time last year at Calandra's at the start of the football season.
I can still taste the wings.
Oh, my God, they were so good. Bart was behind the bar. I mean, we had so much fun.
How many did we buy there? We bought for everybody.
We bought some shots there.
We bought margaritas for everybody. It was margaritas for the entire.
You did. Yeah, don't make it we. You did. I appreciate the partial credit, but I did not put out a dime for anybody because I'm a cheap bastard.
Your presence was your currency, baby.
Yeah, right. But my point is, hanging out with Bart tonight, you will have a blast. I promise you that. It will be fun, and we will be talking. He'll be talking a lot of smack, and already he's going to buy the first 38 shots.
No,
because that's
the
lose shots.
Now, if you want to circle the wagon, you know what I'm saying, come back, you know what I'm saying, you might get, out of those 38, you might get 2. Then you might go streaking up 7th Street.
Watch somebody get in line and then get right back in line afterward. Yeah.
Have a hat on, then get back around, take the hat off.
Oh, that's amazing. Listen, Our guy does not disappoint. He is so good at this stuff, and being in person, you will have a blast tonight. So if you have a chance, come out tonight at 8. Once again, it's Tara Moore, 150 West 30th Street, over near the Garden. Knicks Pistons at Madison Square Garden. It's our watch party tonight. We're going to have a blast.
Dan, when do we get the technology to put it on the bottom of the screen?
They did that today. They came up with a little bottom third of the screen today for us.
Damn, we coming up, baby.
Look at that.
Somebody
just
graduated.
Graphic.
Yeah, somebody just graduated from ITT Tech right there, baby. That's DeVry Institute written all over it.
No, that's our guy Danny getting it done right there. Good job by him. A couple of the comments coming in. DC Cab, Mr. T's finest role.
No. Remember, Mr. T, oddly enough, was in Penitentiary.
I didn't know the movie Penitentiary.
Oh, my God. It's so funny. J.J. Walker in there, like they in prison. It's a boxing match inside of prison. And then he fighting this, we can't say the word anymore, but little person. And he's like a stone cold killer. It was like death match. Like, fly, Too Sweet, fly. The good guy never named Too Sweet.
Oh, my God.
Fly, Too Sweet, fly.
Oh, my God.
People think Mr. T was discovered in Rocky 3. Hell no. He has a couple bomb-ass roles before that.
Did DC Cab come before Rocky 3 for Mr. T? I feel like Rocky 3 was like 83.
See, now you got me about to go to Mr. T's.
I'm already going to his IMDb page.
Yeah.
I'm already going to it. Mr. T, let's see. I got to go back a ways, obviously.
It's got to be Penitentiary. Got to be in there.
Penitentiary 2. He was
in. Bro. Watch
that was
it.
1982.
Got a Too Sweet.
DC Cab was later. It was 1983. And then Rocky 3 was 1983. And he showed up in an episode of Silver Spoons.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's when he was B.A. Baracus.
Yeah.
Because when did he start doing the A-Team?
Oh, the A-Team had to be like 85.
Okay,
yeah.
so he
that
was
was 19. A-Team lasted 97 episodes. That was 83 to 87.
What's that, 5 years?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
because it's like 12 episodes a season.
It was more than that. It was like closer to 20, but it wasn't quite 20. It did
so
97
4 years.
episodes of it.
Oh, just enough to get him in syndication.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's still on some places. Like if you look hard enough, you could find it.
Those channels you go when you get past all the news channels and stuff like that, like TV Land, Centric, like.
Like I wonder if there's an A-Team fast channel where it's all A-Team all the time, like Family Ties.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh man, the one thing you can say about the '80s, the greatest theme songs in the history.
Oh, no question.
We should one day when we ain't got nothing to do. We should have did this a couple days. We should have power ranked the greatest, the greatest songs and lead-in songs.
Oh, like TV's songs.
Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
Absolutely. Cried at the last episode of Cheers. Cried.
Yeah, man. You cried?
Oh yeah. I was so bummed out.
Ted Danson, man.
Ted Danson, and then you remember the early years of Cheers where they had Coach?
Yeah.
Coach passed away in the middle of them making the series. And in the last episode, he goes over and he kind of fixes this picture that was Coach's, the real guy, Nick Colasano's favorite picture on the whole set. It was very cool. Oh, it made me cry.
Then we start getting the hour ones that used to come on late at 10, 9 and 10, like Highway to Heaven.
Oh God, I never watched that one.
Hardcastle McCormick. You know what I'm saying? Magnum P.I.
Simon and Simon.
Yeah, bro. You had the long ones. Then that's when Dick Wolf was eating. You know what I'm saying?
You were a Cagney and Lacey guy, weren't you?
Bro, I love MacGyver. Man. Yeah, Underground. He got a pack of gum, a thumbtack, and a paper clip.
Next thing you know, he can make a bomb. 800-919-3776. Let's get a couple of more of these calls in on Knicks Pistons tonight. Dave in the car is next on ESPN New York. Dave, what's going on?
What's going on, guys? Look, I'm going to throw this out there, and I really want your gut feeling on it. It's not like I'm hopping on Bart's bandwagon, but here's what I see with the Knicks. this team, you made a good point earlier, Bart, about will, grittiness. This is a very, very soft Knicks team, very soft. And that's the part that I can't stand, and that's why this current roster right here is not bringing a championship to New York, and I really don't think they're coming out the Eastern Conference. As far as I'm concerned, if they don't win a championship, everything is just null and void. Rip it up. They're a soft team, and I was hoping they get Vucevic, the guy who went to the Celtics, somebody with some toughness in them to come in there and bolster them. And I don't really have confidence. I say you lay out Jalen Rose and watch the Knicks cower in fear and go back home for the summer. What are your thoughts?
I mean, the toughness has been questioned, and we know that all teams know that when you play the Pistons, the type of game you have to play. The best case scenario is somebody handles the Pistons for them before they get there, because I feel like they match up. I feel like the same way the Pistons punked them, I feel like they punked the Cavaliers. So, like, the matchups are in their favor for everybody but the Pistons. They're the most unique team to go about. And you hear that they're getting that reputation that they used to have back in the day. That's why they had the big fight with Charlotte, because they refused to back down, and their coach didn't back down. They supported the player, and you know that you got, that's the most unique team you have to deal with. Like, feel like you get through them, then you can beat anybody. Not because they're the best team or have the best superstars, just because they play. Everything is earned, not given.
I look at it like, from a softness perspective, if they lose in the postseason because of that, everybody's going to point right at the head coach. Everybody's going to point right at the head coach, because they're going to look at him and say, with Tibbs, we were tough. We made it to the conference finals. Maybe they didn't love him, but at the same time, we were a better team, and he got the most out of them. And I think that's where – now, we're going to look at that. I don't know that the owner can look at it like that, at least immediately, right? Because he's the one who obviously made the decision.
I feel like Tibbs brought a level of toughness to them. They haven't been the same defensive team for the last 2 years.
I would agree.
2 years before this, the Knicks played so freaking hard. When the Knicks popped on the scene, not last year but the year before, they played so damn hard. That's why they had such a good record, because nothing was easy. They played every game, but they wore out at the end.
So what I'm hearing is it wasn't the coach to you. It was the acquisition of Cat and moving on from Randall.
Yeah, they went more to an offensive based team, about putting points up, and DiVincenzo. Remember how gritty and how scrappy that team was, man?
Yeah. Listen, they were gritty and scrappy and all those things. That's absolutely true. But having said that, they did get to the conference finals, and that's why it is a failure if you don't go and at least make it to the finals, if not make a championship, if not win a championship. It absolutely is. Rick in Atlanta is next on ESPN New York. Rick, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Bart, I talked to you before on the old show. Carlin, great to talk to you. You guys are great together. I want to make this point real quick. Bart, I do have to agree with you. I think the Pistons are going to give their all, because they're under that whole stigmatism like last year and the year before, how Tibbs had the Knicks plan, just like how you just mentioned. And not a fan of Mike Brown at all. I would have been good with the getting the South Carolina coach.
Coach. No, the girl. No.
Dawn Staley.
Yeah, Dawn Staley.
Dawn Staley. For real, I'm being serious too.
Eventually, she's gonna break through.
Yeah, at some point, I think she will.
She's a great coach. But I definitely don't think that they're gonna have a problem with them in the playoffs. I think Mike Brown is a good enough coach that he could get them working together correctly, especially with the new additions. Especially with looking at how Sochan is going to work out in the rotation. So that's interesting to watch, because he might be the guy that's guarding Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like, we're going to see how Mike Brown works those guys in, because we know when you get to the playoffs, you shorten your rotations. You know what I mean? And we'll see what happens. You know what I mean, during the playoffs, and how he incorporates the new pieces that he has, because it seems like Jordan Clarkson is the guy that's kind of fallen out of favor.
It does feel that way. 800-919-3776. I'm surprised that he has not been a bigger factor here. And really, in some ways, necessitated the Alvarado move. because he hasn't stepped up. Bart, you got a little something from Samuel. Give it to me. What do we got?
Oh, man, absolutely. Hold on. Let me.
All right. La-da-dee, la-da-da.
No, I already had it pulled up. I hate when they hit me with the real talk for a second, man. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. If you're dealing with back pain, neck pain, sciatica, or joint pain, and you've just been trying to push through it, what are we doing, man? Like, this isn't the 80s, man. We don't have to do that. That's why I want to tell you about my guy, Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. This isn't about a surgery. This isn't about taking a pill and call me later type of place. This is a guy that is Ivy League trained, double board certified, that focuses on non-surgical image-guided treatments that actually fix the problem. No downtime, no scars, no long recovery. They've got same-day or next-day appointments available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. It is a location nearest you. Check them out, SandwellPain.com. Stop dealing with pain and start doing something about it.
I'm getting a lot of comments in the chat about watch Jeremy Sochan go off tonight. Can we settle down? Can we just relax on Jeremy Sochan? There's a lot of – there ain't much there to talk about with what he is in his career. Can we agree on this? I mean, he got cut by the Spurs basically because the Spurs took him what did they become? 9th a couple of years ago in 2022. And now I'm supposed to get all worked up when the Spurs have gotten so much other good talent that, yes, they could afford to cut him. But, like, I don't look at him and think he's going to come here and be a big factor. The guy's done nothing but regress in his career.
Yeah, but, you need something.
Help.
You need something to they just feel like, okay, well, look how much deeper we are, and maybe he can give us some toughness. Nah. He ain't tough. That's why the Spurs let his ass go.
Craig is in Lansing, Michigan. Up next, ESPN
there we go,
New York.
Craig. What up, Craig?
Craig, what do you got?
Hey, what's happening, man? I mean, look, I watch the A-Team every single night of the week. Like, every night. I can't even turn it off because, for one, it's not even a comedy.
You have the box set?
It's on Pluto TV every night.
Tubi?
Starting around 7:30.
No, Pluto TV.
Okay.
On the Action Channel, it's right after Miami Vice and just before Knight Rider. And the reason I know is because once I got addicted, I couldn't turn it off. I was like, man, it's hilarious. These guys, they fired off like 10,000 rounds, never hit anybody.
Exactly. All you see is a spark and the band turn over.
Nobody ever dies either.
They're always welding. No matter where they're at on the earth, there's always like a welding machine, and they got steel.
BA's always got that mask ready to go.
So, I love that show. It's absolutely hilarious. I grew up as a kid when it first came out, born in 71. So it's just very nostalgic to watch it, and I enjoy it for different reasons now than back then. But
it's campy to watch now. Like back then, I was a kid, but I took it so seriously. Like it was so great.
It's great. It's great white noise. You know what I'm saying? Like you just put it on, you let it play, like while you're just doing something else. And it's like put on like Dad and put Martin on or something like that. Knight Rider, same thing. Magnum PI, same thing. TJ,
Higgins,
TK,
Higgins and TK. That chopper, man.
I got one sports-related thing I want to ask you guys about real quick. So I read an article on ESPN. They were trying to come up with some trades for A.J. Brown. 2 of those trades involved a first-round pick straight up, Cleveland and Buffalo. Then there was a couple other trades involving the exchange of what I felt like personally was more than I would want to give for that dude. Now, you guys tell me. I'm curious what you think. I mean, like, to me, and I'll give you my idea here. Years ago, everybody thought, how could Tomlin and Pittsburgh give up Antonio Brown for a 5th-round pick? That's crazy. And I was like, no, he just got paid to get rid of somebody he didn't want on his team anymore. Now, It's not that extreme. But the other thing is, okay, guys like Juwan Jennings, free agent. I'd rather have a guy that's cheaper, that's a great player. He's not talented as A.J. Brown, but then again, I mean, he's pulling off the same type of numbers. What do you guys think? To me, anybody offers anything for A.J. Brown, I'm like, oh, thank you very much. What do y'all think? And I appreciate it, fellas. Thank you.
Well, Howie Roseman's been around for a while, so like I'm sure if he's doing that, he'll mess around and get rid of A.J. Brown and then bring in trade for Waddle or something for like a 6th-round draft pick, 2028 draft. I don't know how people be giving this dude the deals that he be getting. I think he got a file on people.
Who, Howie?
Yeah, Howie.
Yeah, I mean, because generally he's willing to take on the guy that's been a problem somewhere else and understands that in the short term, there's a good chance that guy's going to be on good behavior because he's positioning himself for a contract. and then he'll get out. Like, I think about the guy, like, this is such an obscure name, but I'll give you a name, okay? The guy that Tannenbaum had to get rid of was Jay Ajayi. Remember Jay Ajayi, the running back? Yeah. They brought him in 2017. That dude was amazing for Philly, and they got him for nothing because that guy wanted to go and get a contract after that year, and they could get all the good stuff out of him and then never have to deal with the headache.
Watch him get rid of Jalen Phillips and sign Max Crosby.
Jeez.
I'm like, man, what the hold up? Like, you feel like they got a salary cap that nobody else got.
He does work it incredibly well. He is.
Talking about deferring money and all that type of stuff.
Listen, he's been an amazing executive for a long time, but as much credit as he gets, I do think that there was an amazing amount of luck involved for things that he wanted to do, but did not work out for one reason or another. For instance, he wanted to trade for Russell Wilson with the Seahawks and empty it out. He wanted to draft Zach Wilson. He wanted to trade up to the Jets to draft Zach Wilson. I mean, there were a list of guys.
Divine intervention saved him and destroyed us.
Now, it's not saying that he's not a great exec. Obviously, he is.
But it's sometimes better to be lucky than
sometimes luck
good.
is, yeah, exactly. Luck definitely plays a big role sometimes. Let's hit Dennis. He's up next in New Orleans on ESPN New York. Dennis, what's going on?
You down in Mardi Gras? How was Mardi Gras?
Oh, man, I just woke up from Mardi Gras. What you talking about?
That's what I'm talking
about. Hey, Bart, we need to get you down, but you know what? We need to get Chris down to do a jambalaya.
See, here's the thing. I totally would. Isn't jambalaya seafood?
No, you can get it. You can get it without the seafood.
No, not always.
I thought jambalaya was like shrimp.
No, you can take the shrimp out and add chicken.
No. We got you, Carlin. We got you.
Okay, listen, yeah. I was in New Orleans about a month and a half ago, and
you didn't call me?
I'm sorry. It was a bad. Listen, it was only a 2-day trip. You know, I couldn't squeeze you in.
We could have got some gumbo.
I would have done. Well, again, isn't that seafood? Isn't gumbo seafood?
No, man. You can take it out. You can take stuff out, man.
I don't
know.
know.
Chicken and sausage gumbo.
No, really, what he wanted was some beignets. That's all really he wanted.
That's true.
Carlin would have came back with powder all on his cheeks.
Some guys do that. It looks like they've been doing blow all night.
Yeah,
you know,
powder.
I've been to the
That's
donut
what we're
shop.
talking about, powder.
What you got for us?
So anyway, look. The Pistons. You know what, man? Weren't they amazing when there was bad boys? But why are they trying to be? Why are they trying to be something from 2-3 generations ago?
Because
why don't they try to be like who they are now? Like,
because
Kate Cunningham is not one of those people. You know, he's not Ike. You know, he's not Zeke.
But he's Joe Dumars. He's the classy guy. Remember, Joe Dumars was the nice guy running all this stuff. He's the only person that shook Jordan's hand when the rest of the team walked off.
Wait. Pause. Because Joe Dumars in New Orleans is not the guy who he was in Detroit. So he's just starting out. Like, you got to say, Queen is a very skilled big man. He's gonna have to change that roster around. And, you can't judge Joe Dumars for a couple of years. But what I'm saying is, every time the Pistons have won a championship, they've been on this type of brand. Remember the 2004 Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Darvin Ham. They whenever they win championships, they create this identity and this type of brand of basketball. They've always done that. So this is just another iteration of that. Did we lose him?
Go. We let him go. Listen, I think what you're saying is fair, and I'm with you. I think Queen's going to be good.
Yeah, man, this dude's like anytime Tim Duncan say something about you, he don't say nothing about nobody. He's too busy surfing and doing MMA.
Yeah, I watch him play at Maryland a lot. I think that guy's good.
Right. They think he got fleeced because he traded a pick. But listen, you got to see, you got to get out of the Zion thing. It was a bad thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was a bad pick. You know what I mean? Him and John Morant's going to go down as two of the biggest what ifs, I think, in the history of
Here's a
the
question:
game.
Will both of those guys be on somebody else's team next year?
Yeah.
We know that Ja will.
Yeah, you got. I mean, Zion, like, look at what they are with him. So you got to hope that he has some type of value, if even dropping out the, dropping stuff out.
Hey, listen, it's not just tonight. We've got a big event tonight with us. But how about Rickleball Madness? That is Friday, March 20th, ESPN New York taking over Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. It's a live broadcast of DiPietro and Rothenberg starting at 6 a.m. And then stick around for our social ladder pickleball tournament. We'll crown our champions and then roll right into a college hoops watch party to cap off the day. Sign up now on the ESPN New York app. Spots are limited. Rickleball Madness is brought to you by Pickleball Heaven, the new standard of indoor pickleball. This morning, Rick and Dave had on Jordan and Gabby, two of our folks who work in our sales department, and these two young ladies are not shy on confidence and ready to take down Rick and Dave. And I want to see this. I have never played pickleball in my life. Have you?
No, not at all.
I have not done it once.
Just reminds me of like some type of ping pong, like just floor ping pong.
But actually having to move.
Yeah, but you move in ping pong. Remember how I lost 13 pounds when we had it during the draft that year?
That's true. I've never seen a man sweat like Bart did when we were playing ping pong at one of our, our draft lottery parties.
When it was the Zion
hoping the
one.
Knicks were going to get Zion.
Ended up R.J. Barrett. Jesus, what a disappointment.
Yeah, you're not kidding. How would we be feeling today about Zion, though, if this is what happened?
It's funny. R.J. Barrett might be the best player out of that draft, the most consistent pro.
It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, Bart and Carlin are hosting a special Knicks watch party as New York takes on Detroit tonight at Terramore on West 30th Street. It's all brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. Enjoy Wild Turkey Bourbon specials all night and enter for 2 separate chances to win the ultimate New York game day experience this April. 2 games, 1 day, and a pair of Knicks tickets for April 12th. Grab a pour and enjoy the game with ESPN New York tonight at 7:30 p.m. Brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait, this free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your card can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your card today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
This is a test of the emergency alert system.
DraftKings Sportsbook puts you right in the middle of basketball's biggest star-driven moments. Bet player props, bet live, and when a game turns fast, DraftKings has your back with early exit. If your player gets injured anytime in the first half, your bet stays alive. And once it settles, you still get paid in cash. That's built-in protection for star-driven bets. Backed by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly with code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 21 plus, New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather. new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends, Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Hey Yankees fans, gather a group of 10 or more and take advantage of our 2026 Yankees group ticket specials. Whether you're getting together with family and friends, organizing a fundraiser, or entertaining clients, your group will love bonding over the Bronx Bombers. Start planning your 2026 group outings today. Log on to Yankees.com/groups. Call 212-YANKEES or email us at groups@Yankees.com. That's 2026 group tickets. Call 212-YANKEES or visit Yankees.com/groups today.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with their award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 3:10, the U.S. women's hockey team faces Canada in the gold medal match this afternoon.
No Crosby.
No, that's the women.
Oh, okay.
And they said that Crosby is not definitively out.
Why would you push it? You have your biggest obligation isn't to your country, it's to your team.
Mm-hmm. You watch.
In NHL.
Sometimes these things get a little crazy when it comes to the Olympics.
Do they have to pay the insurances? Like, do they pay the insurance?
There's an insurance thing that has to go up. Like like with the World Baseball Classic, there's also an insurance.
That's why I say did Bad Bunny pay for Puerto Rico hockey team to do it? Or
I don't think he paid for the hockey team to do it, but he was going to pay for
I know
somebody's
Lindor and
insurance. Yeah.
I'm like, hold up, bro. Bad Bunny, you gonna pay for their insurance? They make just as much money as you, bro. How much money you making, Bad Bunny?
I think Bad Bunny's making more than they are.
But still, Soto, dude got $700 million. He could, if he really want to play for the country, I think he can cover it himself.
You think Bad Bunny isn't a billionaire by now?
Nah, he ain't a billionaire yet, man. Come on now. He ain't Pat. He would have been on the list. He would have been on the list with Beyonce and Rihanna. He would have been on the list with they print that stuff out.
Yeah. Okay. I got to think he's close. Because we're talking a couple weeks ago, like, you go out of the country. Is
Taylor Swift a billionaire?
Yes. We go out of the country, and Bad Bunny is a lot more popular than he is in the country.
Yeah, Brazil, the bigger market. Actually, The Weeknd is number 2. He's like number 1 as far as making money and stuff like that. But, yeah, I don't think he's a billionaire yet, though, bro.
Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. So as we told you, the U.S. women's hockey team faces Canada. It's the gold medal match this afternoon. Nets visit the Cavaliers. And then tonight, 7:30, Pistons and the Knicks at the Garden. Coverage begins here, 880 ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app starting at 7. Tullamore Dew is the original, triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. I have been remiss in not mentioning that our friend CP the Franchise is going to be coming by tonight as well at our watch party. That is at Tara Moore, 150 West 30th Street, beginning at 7 o'clock tonight for the Knicks and the Pistons. So be there for that.
He can lick the luge.
You love saying that. You love saying that.
You guys get nervous when I say that.
No, I don't. Listen.
Yes, I do.
There's too many. Tom gets nervous at everything, right? Like, Tom's brand new to the full role of the producer. So anytime you open your mouth, Tom is nervous, or me too, for that matter.
Tom pulls up. Like, Tom seems like one of these overly cautious kids, you know what I'm saying, that just wouldn't let it go when he was in high school or in like middle school, had the EpiPen, probably had like the inhaler.
Yeah, I don't know if Tom was that so much as much as Tom is.
Tom, you have allergies, Tom? You got the antihistamine?
I do have an inhaler. I'll give you that one.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See?
Right.
I calls it how I sees it. I'm very good at profiling or judging.
I'm very good at profiling. There are too many lines for me to use there that because of you, I cannot use them.
Let's see Biscuit run.
Exactly. Let's hit audio files.
The audio file.
All right. Well, I just said let's see Biscuit run. Let's let the New York Knicks run a little bit. And we are going to be starting off with a little bit
smooth, Tom. Very smooth.
I'm sorry. I had to tell Joe Leo something in the background. I didn't want to do that over the air. So Jeremy Sohan is the newest Knick on the roster. So for anybody wondering what his playing time is going to be like, well, Mike Brown is going to give you a little taste of what's to come.
When we put our rotation together, I try to think of how the group on floor fits for a lot of different reasons. Not just because this guy's a high-level shooter and this guy may not be a high-level shooter, but can this center play with this power forward? Can this guard play with this guard in terms of being able to bring the ball and handle against pressure? So there are a lot of different, does this group have enough guys that can go defensive rebounds? So I try to look at a lot of different combinations. When it comes to putting them together, with the pros and cons of the individuals, when it comes to putting these combinations together, and it'd be no different with Jeremy and or Jose, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That was a lot of words, Solid.
It really, I kind of blanked out in the middle of it, to tell you the truth. Like, what are you saying? What are you saying? It's unfortunate. Like, who do you honestly believe at the end of the year? Maybe it'll be equal, but at the end of the year, if the Knicks are out in round 2, who's going to get more of the blame? Is it going to be Cat or is it going to be Mike Brown?
Mike Brown, because he's known as a coach that can't get his team to the next level. He's good to come stabilize, but he didn't have to come stabilize this place.
Mm-hmm.
And, if they finish 3rd or 4th, what's the difference in having Tibbs?
Listen, I agree. I think that Brown will catch more of the heat, especially if they are not physical enough, especially if that's the case. But, I'm just begging Cat to please stop with the dumb fouls. I'm begging him. I don't know what you have to do to make that happen.
Have we heard back from our guy, man? Like, we got that bet?
Which bet? Oh, Joe? He has not responded yet, but our guy Tom looked this morning on Polymarket. There was no way to find out how to bet on how many offensive fouls he will have tonight.
You can only bet on points, rebounds, and assists, pretty much.
I would have to think it's probably 1.5 if you were going to bet on that.
They're taking all the fun out.
Well, listen, just use an underground market if you want to do something
Bart,
like that.
I'm sure you can find.
Carlin, you got a guy, right?
I don't have a guy.
Sure.
I do not have a guy. I know guys who have guys.
Oh,
okay. In Jersey, I got a guy for a lot of things when you live in Jersey. I don't have a guy for that. I got a guy that if, something goes wrong in the middle of the night, I can call him. It'll show up with a shovel and a couple of bags of lye, but I don't have that guy.
He's going to break somebody's legs?
John Wick.
I didn't say break anybody's legs, but if I had to get rid of a body, maybe he's going to show up.
Woke up this morning, got yourself a gun.
I got a guy. It's New Jersey. Everybody's got a guy.
Yeah, we all know we all know Tom's the guy.
Wow.
Wow, Tom.
Tom Dahmer.
Hey, Bart, fix your video while you're at it.
I'm trying.
Oh, of course you do immediately after I try and take a shot at you for that.
Oh,
of course.
God.
Great timing.
I could just see, Tom, what you really want to do is you want to dip the leg in the acid first, and then it'll dissolve.
Yeah,
All right,
after deconstruction.
So speaking about burning, how about Kevin Durant? He has some burner account allegations that are going out.
Oh, my God. What are we doing, KD?
So apparently he's been all over Twitter trashing his former Phoenix Suns teammates, saying some stuff that we can't say on the radio, or I choose not to. And, well, he was asked about all those burner accounts and the actions he's been taking.
There was allegations of the All-Star that you used a burner account to disparage current and former teammates. The handle for the burner was @GetHigher77. Is that your account? Did you send the messages?
I know you gotta ask these questions, but I'm not here to get into Twitter nonsense. I'm just here to focus on the season, keep it pushing. But I know I get you guys to answer those questions. My teammates know what it is. We've been locked in the whole season. Enjoyed our break. Had a great practice today. Looking forward to this road trip.
Love all the basketballs in the background.
Yeah, didn't hear a no.
We all know he got easy sniper accounts, man.
He's
like he don't have like bots. He is the bot.
He is the bot. Listen. I don't doubt for a minute that that's what's going on. I don't know what.
Yeah, is Van Fleet coming back this year?
With that.
He just likes to smoke. He liked the banter going back and forth. Van Fleet not coming back this year at all.
He's out for the year.
Yeah,
damn.
He's done for
what the hell did he do?
All I can tell you is, when you are that level of superstar, and you have that thin skin, like, why is it that you get so caught up in it? Because then if people are not putting you on LeBron's level or everybody else's level, and they question what's going on, why is it that you've been on 8 teams or whatever it is now at this point, right?
But I mean, he moved himself on those teams. He could have stayed with Golden State if he wanted to.
Well, he forced his way out of some of those places. He forced his way out.
Correct.
So, Brooklyn, forced his way out. Phoenix forced his way out. Obviously took the easy road, went to Golden State, then came to Brooklyn because everybody told him that he had to be the guy to go and do it on his own, and he couldn't.
But the crazy thing is, with Brooklyn, it wasn't him. It was Kyrie and James Harden that was tripping. He was on board. He was ready to go.
Well, but
he
the
was
problem
the last
there,
one standing.
and you know this, the problem there is that Kyrie is more of the alpha, right? KD does not want to be the outspoken guy. He wants to show up and play basketball. Because when KD was in Brooklyn and management was looking at KD to like, hey, can you help us out here a little bit with Kyrie and all this madness? He's like, I'm good.
Yeah, he's like, man, he's free to do whatever he want to do.
Yeah.
My name's
He's
Bennett.
not getting involved there. That's not his deal. So you can go somewhere, be the superstar, pick the team, but then when things go wrong, you don't want any of the smoke?
He's like, I ain't picked the team. I joined the team.
Yeah, exactly.
They picked me.
Exactly. Next.
All right, I got one more for you. So we heard from Aaron Judge yesterday about like his kind of frustrations to happen with the front office last year. Just a reminder for everybody who didn't catch that.
But they took care of business. I've voiced my opinion about a couple of guys, and Bellinger being one of the guys that he just adds a dynamic to this team that we've been missing for quite a few years. So excited he's back.
Okay, so that wasn't the greatest cut in the world, but his question to that was, did you voice your frustrations to the front office? He said yes. Yeah. Giancarlo Stanton, now the silent leader of the team. Do you feel the same way about Judge and how the offseason went?
I was definitely checking to see if anything was going on, but interested. Frustrating, I wouldn't say frustrating. You have all until through spring to make moves, so just interested, curious, and yeah.
See, here's the thing. That's a great answer by Stanton, because Stanton understands what his level of equity is versus what Judge has because of all the injuries over the years. So he's still expressing it without saying it outright to really get the anger of the fans going like, oh, who are you to be saying it,
Well, who am I? I'm the one that shows up in the playoffs. What the hell you mean, who am I?
Well, it's true, but you don't show up many other times because you're hurt all the time.
Well, you don't need me to get y'all there. Y'all just need me in the playoffs. And the crazy thing is, like, Stanton, this is the first year where we didn't have to worry about Cashman calling him out and throwing him under the bus.
This is true. I mean, like Stanton, but anything that he has said about Stanton has been accurate. Like, you have to count on him missing 40 games. Well, yeah, you do. because that's always been the truth.
Yeah, you got to count on me carrying Judge ass because he choked in the playoffs until last year.
It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page, we've got Carlin's Corner Table today. We are moving it permanently to Thursdays.
Nice.
That is coming up in a bit in a New Jersey institution, Bart. A New Jersey institution.
New Jersey institution. I like that.
That's where we are going today. That is coming up. High Noon is coming up. 800-919-3776.
Hey, it's Michael K. I love when I get to talk about PC Richard & Son. This has been my go-to store for years now. They're local, they're family-owned, and they truly care about their customers. And you know, I love to support our local businesses. Always have, and you should too. During their President's Day sale, save big on appliances from all the top brands, up to 40% off. In fact, the more you buy, the more you save, with up to $1,000 in additional savings on qualifying appliances. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too, someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. And let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think's going to go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. So if you want to go to the NBA Finals, all you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Limit one entry for profit boost token. Often required. Must apply profit boost token on select market. Restrictions do apply. See full terms including methods of entry at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering 25% off windows and doors and 0% APR for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends February 28, 2026.
Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. for when your business's year one needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, we've seen it all, and we're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box. Get started at hrblock.com.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
My friends, see Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Irish Exit at Moynihan Train Hall Friday, March 13th, before the semifinal round of the Big East tournament. Stop by before heading into the Garden or before your commute home. Be part of the College Hoops energy, see the show up close, and feel the Big East buzz in person. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Irish Exit at Moynihan Train Hall starting at 3 p.m. Friday, March 13th, just steps away from Madison Square Garden and Penn Station. It's brought to you by Sun Cruiser Iced Tea Vodka, Sam Adams, and by Schweppes. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page, I was just looking at the list of movies that are listed on IMDb as the top 50 and how many of them I haven't seen.
Wow.
I've only seen 21 of the top 50 on IMDb.
What's one of the big ones that you didn't see that we always talk about? Was it Star Wars or something? It was something.
No.
We was like, what?
I haven't seen Schindler's List. The one that you gave me trouble on was The Matrix.
Yeah,
Never seen any of the Matrix movies. Never saw Fight Club. Never saw Fight Club.
Pulp Fiction?
Saw Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Yeah. Never saw Inception. Let's see. Never saw Seven.
What? Gluttony?
Never saw Seven. Yeah.
Kevin Spacey?
You will hate me for this. Never saw The Green Mile.
Come on, man.
I know. I know.
Going to old Sparky. Won't do that no more. Getting right with Jesus.
Saw Gladiator. Just some of the others. Like, first of all, The Departed is not a top 50 movie.
I bet you Tom didn't see half of these. But was it Godfather or something you had? It wasn't God, was Scarface? It was that.
I haven't seen Scarface.
Yeah, that's what it was. I say, man, what the hell?
Yeah, I know.
That's a rite of passage for manhood.
I listen, I know. I haven't seen it.
You want to go to war? We go to war.
I know some of the lines. Say hello to my little friend.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that, but
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah. This is the point. Is there are too many movies that I haven't seen.
Say good night to the bad guy.
It's okay. Just another Quaalude. She let me in the morning.
And I didn't see The Godfather up until about 7 or 8 years ago.
What is amazing is you fly on an airplane more than any damn body.
I know.
What are you doing there? Twiddling your thumbs, reading books?
No, sometimes I'm reading. Sometimes I'm doing a little bit of work. Sometimes I'm sleeping. You've heard me sleep.
That whole flight have heard you sleep.
With my head back. Now I'm so conscious of making sure my head is tipping forward.
We were afraid you were going to swallow your tongue. like he's sucking everything out of the atmosphere.
I am surprised that Maggie never posted that video anywhere. How did you not? Like, that's a good friend right there.
You know it's floating in her cloud somewhere.
But maybe Maggie comes in and joins us the next couple weeks.
Putting the band back together.
Hang out for an hour. What do you think?
It could be the CMB hour.
Maybe that's the hour where we tell the truth.
Yeah.
As long as she's not still getting paid.
It should be our We the Nozzles.
I already know the answer to that. Listen, I personally, I take full accountability for not having seen a lot of these movies, and I know that people out there are like people in the chat right now. Carlin is wildin'. He's unbelievable that he hasn't seen Fight Club.
But Tom hasn't seen anything. Tom's like, what's that? He don't even know the movie that he didn't see. He don't even know who in it.
I have to watch it this weekend. People are saying I got to watch Scarface this weekend, and I know that's absurd that I haven't seen Scarface. And then to follow up, Carlito's Way.
Oh man!
You want to know the biggest screw up of them all for me? I didn't see Godfather 1 or Godfather 2 before I saw Godfather 3 on the day it came out in the theater.
You missing all the undertones.
That was a Christmas day, too, one year. My friends were desperate to see it, so I went with them. And I'm
Fredo, you broke my heart, Fredo.
Fredo was long gone at that point. All I can tell you is I'm sitting there like watching Godfather 3 like, what's the big deal here? This movie sucks. It's Bart and Carlin. High noon next, ESPN New York.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait, this free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
This is the Dan Graca Show.
The Yankees are almost hitching their ride for 2026. Every guy that we have coming back from last year is going to perform at the level or better as to what we got from them last year. It's a very daring strategy. Going to be good enough to get you to October, but I think Yankee fans are a little bit tired of just getting there. They want the brass ring.
The Dan Graca Show. Weeknights at 7 on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app.
This February at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, love is in the air with our $100,000 Roll into Romance drawing. Be here on Fridays in February from 3 to 7 p.m. when each hour one lucky guest is drawn to roll the dice for a shot at winning up to $5,000. Earn entry starting at 2 p.m. Club members can earn up to 5 times entry multipliers at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with their award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
That's right. It is a huge day for Bart and Carlin. Tonight, we have got the Bart and Carlin ESPN New York Knicks Pistons watch party. It is live at Terra Moore. That is at 150 West 30th Street in New York City, right around the corner from the Garden. We want to see you there. It is brought to you by our friends at Wild Turkey. We have got a Wild Turkey luge. They call it an ice luge? Is that what they call it? And basically it is where you can drain the shots down the luge and take them at the bottom. And Bart has already said that he will pay in honor of the 38-point Pistons win the last time out. We'll pay for the first 38 luge shots.
Go lick my luge.
There. Exactly. That's Bart's plan. He will be there. We will be there. We want you to be there. Come out, watch the game tonight with us beginning at 7. Game starts at 7:30. Looking forward to seeing you there. 800-919-3776. It is noon, so what does that mean, Bartholomew?
It's the power hour. Was that 38? Hour. No, just playing.
No, you got about 20 more to go.
The power hour.
Save it for tonight. Save it for tonight, my friend. And it also means it's noon on Thursday, so that means it's high noon.
It's high noon.
Incredible production work to come up with that.
Sam Chisholm.
There you go. High noon, of course, 3 topics that Bart and I are likely to disagree upon, have a discussion about, and we have at it at the Bart and Carlin Corral. Hit it!
Hell no. It's built to ask, who's your daddy? I'm your daddy. Who's the captain? I the captain. You already got lapped by us and potentially lapped by the Cleveland Cavaliers. You have no other choice. In case of emergency, break glass. Time to get rid of the kitty cat and go bring in Wakanda Forever, Vibranium.
Normally, I would agree with you, and I actually don't like the Knicks to beat the Pistons in the postseason to begin with. However, I do not think if the Knicks lose to the Pistons again tonight, that it means that they have no chance. We saw last year that the Knicks could not beat any of the teams that were in front of them. With the Cavaliers, they couldn't beat the Celtics during the regular season. They really struggled with the teams that had better records than them. And then what happened in the postseason? You know, they were able to take care of business against the Celtics. They beat the Pistons in the first round. Yes, it was on their way up, but still, they took care of the Celtics without much of a problem. So I don't say that it gives them no chance whatsoever. Would I like to see a mental edge in being able to get one? Sure, I would. I'm not going to lie, though. There is a little part of me that thinks the Pistons tonight, plus 150 on the money line, is not the worst bet in the world.
Yeah! We doing it?
Think about that, Bart.
Are we doing it? Are we doing it?
Plus 150 tonight. So in other words, you bet $100, you win 150.
Are we doing it?
We might be doing it.
Yeah! We doing it, baby.
Now, again, this is not about me not rooting for the Knicks. I'll be rooting for the Knicks. This is about business.
Yeah, it's extra shots.
It's strictly. No, I didn't say that my money was going to be going back into the till here. No. Hit it, round 2.
Should the Jets franchise tag
Round 2. Fight.
Should
Smooth,
the
Joe
Jets
Leo.
franchise tag Breece Hall?
Is this done deal?
Not yet.
Oh, man. Well, absolutely, because you don't want to put that transition tag on them. Because you put the transition tag on them, they're just going to take it. They just going to somebody going to match it. You don't have a chance to match it. You lose them for nothing. No compensation. No, it's going to be interesting to see what the market is for Kenneth Walker and what it is for Breece Hall. When you talk about guys that you got a franchise tag, out there, especially with teams looking for an every down back and a resurgence of what and how important the running back is to the game. The MVP of the Super Bowl is a running back.
Listen, should they franchise him? No. They should sign him to a long-term deal to make it a little bit more manageable. I don't see where Breece Hall is falling off a cliff here the next couple of years because, Bart, frankly, I don't think there's enough tread taken off that tire yet.
Yeah.
They haven't really driven him into the ground or anything. I don't know why you wouldn't give him a long-term deal. We have seen that Breece, it's not paying him $15 million a year or anything ridiculous. It's
the market is 14.
The market is 14, and that's a fair market for Breece Hall. Like if that's the I meant like 16, 17 million. You're not paying him a ridiculous number. He's not going to be the highest paid running back in the entire league. Let's not lose sight of what this is. This is a very good player that you have not utilized enough.
Yeah.
And I think it's well worth signing him for the long-term deal. Do not transition tag him.
Yeah. Well,
because all that means is somebody else can sign him. You have the right to match, but it's not without compensation.
And so the reality is a long-term deal for a running back is 3, right? So do you want to take a 3-year deal and wrap it in a 4-year deal so you can prorate the money a little bit more and help the dead cap? The thing is, next year the Jets are going to have Justin Fields' money fall off. They're going to have Aaron Rodgers' money fall off.
Yep.
They're going to have Sauce Gardner money fall off. So they're in a good position that they can front load this contract and pay a lot this year because next year they're going to get replenished and be made whole all over again. So I think you go get Breece Hall, you solidify for whatever quarterback's going to be your quarterback, that he has a guy that he can just do the easiest play in the world, which is turn around and hand the ball off to somebody and let them do the heavy lifting.
Next.
Round 3. Fight. Would you live in a hotel?
All right, so the genesis of this discussion came from, we were talking about Atlantic City this morning and how cheap hotel rooms are in Atlantic City right now. And you can get a hotel room for like $60 in Atlantic City at a good place. And then it became, well, Johnny Pickham's, who is, is it unfair to use the word cheap with Johnny? Frugal, okay. Financially responsible, for sure. Financially conscious, for sure. He's got 15 kids. He might as well be. But he's like, why wouldn't I do that? Do the math. That's $1,800 a year. That's what, $20,000 something a year, or $1,800 a month. $20,000 a year in rent. Think about how much money you're saving when the average rent right now is probably between $3,000 and $4,000.
Yeah. Can you sneak a hot plate in there? Sneak a hot plate in the microwave?
Is it one of those? We're talking about like a Courtyard by Marriott, or a Residence Inn?
No. I'm talking about the big one. You know what I'm saying? Sneak in. Yeah. You can put that in. You can put a little microwave, or a little hot plate. You can put that inside of the luggage.
But would you do it? I was just setting up. Would you do it?
Just think
to save the money.
You got all the restaurants you want super cheap. If you want to sneak some like Hot Pockets, oatmeal stuff in there, you can eat that.
Wait a minute. The restaurants, though, is where they get you. That's where they get the upcharges at those places.
But not the all-you-can-eat buffet.
Okay.
They might give you that if you play roulette enough.
I better be. Well, then, I also have to not play in the casino.
Yeah, and just think, you also get to talk to the talent in the lobby. People that's coming there that just, I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. Me too.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. As somebody that's on the road a pretty decent amount, if I get past like 5 days in a hotel, that gets to be a little too much. Like, I'm a quality of life guy.
I can do a month, especially if you're saving that type of money.
Yeah, if it's a month, yes. If we're talking about doing
hanging
it for
out,
like a year,
you're going to shows, you're going down to do shows at the downstairs and all that stuff. Concerts coming in, it's so much energy coming in because every weekend somebody's coming in. It's going to be exciting. Pool parties, you just go to the pool party, walk straight in. Got all the best spots at that time. Everybody know you, so they hooking you up.
yeah, I don't know if I could do it. Like, again, for a year, I don't know if I could do it for a year. I could do it for a month. But I wouldn't do it to save the money for the year. I would like to have a little quality of life. That's all.
What's not the quality? You got a massage parlor inside there. You got a gym inside. Like, these things are massive now. You got a gym inside. You got
The gym
shopping
is
inside.
fair. Yeah.
You got your own basically 7-Eleven. You go down to the bottom like, I need some Cheetos, something like that.
Yeah, but the Cheetos cost you $9. That's the problem.
That is
They're
true.
going to get you. They're going to get you. They're going to get you somewhere. That's my problem.
Chris, you're forgetting the most important part, though.
What's that?
If you're at a hotel, let's just say there's a casino nearby.
Yeah.
Win back your rent.
Yes.
But Tom,
or lose it all.
I think that's kind of more of the point, is if you told me that I had a sure thing and I could count cards at the table and get away with it, yeah, maybe. But I'm not that bright.
Just call Chauncey Billups. He'll hook you up. You just need the goggles.
Chauncey's going to send me to the game that's already rigged.
But he might give you a taste after a while. And you say, oh, man.
You've been good for business. Here's a little jet of it, a slice of it back. Oh, listen. Yeah, Chauncey, God. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. So I'm just getting destroyed in the chat here. Absolutely getting destroyed. AW429. Chris never saw Godfather or Godfather 2, but he saw Godfather 3 on opening day. What a cringiest tub of lard. You know what Carlin also never saw? His toes. Weighs 350 and talks about quality of life. Can't make this up.
Man, I swear. That sounds pointed.
Oh, no, that is pointed. That is pointed. That's all right. I'm sitting here and you're not. Who else? We got people saying, have I never seen True Romance? I've never seen True Romance.
I don't think I've ever seen that either.
That was that's one of the Arquettes, I think. And, yeah, True Romance is supposed to be really good. I think that's like an offshoot of Romeo and Juliet kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Down the line, like a modernized version of it that was back in the 90s. Never saw that. But I'm just getting destroyed, as you would imagine. Usual Suspects. I have seen The Usual Suspects.
Oh, that was
that is amazing.
Kaiser Sose, baby.
Exactly. Usual Suspects was a fantastic movie. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. I want to spend a few minutes here on some of the baseball. We heard from Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton about 45 minutes ago. But, Tom, I want to play those two cuts again. Judge was from 2 days ago, and Stanton was from yesterday. And it was talking about whether or not they were frustrated with what happened in the offseason with the Yankees and where they didn't go out and add to what they were already bringing back. In other words, they were running it back with what they had, and they were excited by that, but didn't come in and add more to it. First, here is Judge from 2 days ago.
Yeah. But they took care of business. I've voiced my opinion about a couple of guys, and Bellinger being one of the guys that he just adds a dynamic to this team that we've been missing for quite a few years. So excited he's back.
But Judge had said that he had kind of checked in on the offseason, kind of like wondering, what are we doing here, when they got to a point of they hadn't brought back Bellinger and they hadn't done any of that stuff. But in that moment, also said, but, let's go and add more and try to get better. So I think Judge, I heard Alan say this yesterday, was sending a bit of a message. I don't know if it's sending a bit of a message, but then Stanton was asked about this yesterday and had to be a little bit more guarded, but if you listen, it's there.
I was definitely checking to see if anything was going on, but interested. Frustrating, I wouldn't say frustrating. You have all until through spring to make moves, so just interested, curious, and yeah.
Interested, curious, following, all those things. Now, Stanton doesn't have the equity the Judge does, so he can't necessarily say that because the easy fire back is, well, if you were out there every day and playing as much as you're supposed to, then we wouldn't have this problem. Bart, I'm wondering right now if people have finally just come around to the notion that the Yankees are not the Yankees anymore. Because if I look at it, it's true.
I mean, they haven't been the Yankees in a long time. Not the George Steinbrenners that we remember, the one that George Costanza was probably working for. We hear about all the history. We hear all the stories. It felt like folk stories, right? About when George was alive, what he used to do and how he used to attack it and how he didn't matter, how he was a tough negotiator, how he did everything he needed to do, how they were the evil empire. No longer now are they the evil empire. We all know that resides on the West Coast. And, you would think that, maybe his son would take some of his aggressiveness, but he doesn't seem like he really cares, or he's not bothered by the fact that because they spend good money. They don't spend elite money. I don't understand why they aren't as creative as the Dodgers as far as deferring money and all those type of things. If anybody could sell that, hey, you come here, you're going to get your money, we're going to defer it, but you're going to make so much money in the meantime off the field or off the diamond, it's going to supplement for that, and you're going to get your money guaranteed. I don't understand why they can't sell that.
Yeah, here's the thing. The Dodgers are at their payroll number, and they have $1 billion in revenue a year, right?
Yeah.
Because of Ohtani, because of everything. The Yankees are at their number, but the Yankees have about, from last year, if the number I remember is correct, it's probably around 750 to 800 million in revenue, in that ballpark. Bart, I went back and looked, okay? As much as the Yankees want to point to how much they do spend and how much they are in it every year, and I'm not going to use the word crapshoot because Brian Cashman doesn't like to use the word crapshoot, but I went back and looked. The Dodgers are the Yankees. There's no getting around that now, because now it used to be every offseason for about 30 years, any high-priced free agent would be immediately linked to the Yankees, right?
Right.
That's not the case anymore. They're immediately linked to the Dodgers. And with good reason, they go out and get them. So, Bart, the top payroll in baseball, I know that the Yankee fan or the guy who wants to defend the Yankees will come out and say, well, they've been top 2 or 3 or 4 forever. Okay. Between 2002 and 2013, so that's 12 years, okay? The Yankees had the number 1 payroll in baseball on average by $46 million over whoever was second. Okay?
By how much?
So by 40, on average, by $46 million. In other words, between 2002 and 2013, on average, the Yankees would be number 1 in payroll, and the team that was number 2 would be $46 million behind them of what they spent. Okay? From 2014 until now, the Yankees are being outspent by an average of $39 million a year. So in other words, during that entire time, during the last 12 years, they have only been the number 1 payroll in baseball once, and that was during the 2020 COVID year. So the payroll was technically only like $110 million, as opposed to, and the second place team was 105. But every other year, listen to this. The Yankees in 2014 were outspent by $32 million. Another year outspent by 53, another 67, another 71, another 66. Yes, the Dodgers have gone nuts. The Yankees have never responded. And when you hear Judge, the phrase that stuck with me the other day, we're the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Like, that's not it anymore. Listen to this. We're the New York Yankees. Listen to this.
It was brutal. I'm like, I see a lot of free agents out there. I see a lot of guys that, like the Bellingers, the Grishams, the Goldschmidts, like, let's sign these guys right now and then start adding more pieces, because I'm seeing other teams around the league get better. They're making trades. They're signing big prospects or big players. And, we're sitting there for a while, kind of making smaller moves. But it was tough there in the beginning. But I think once we solidified getting Bellinger back, we got Trent being our center fielder, be our leadoff guy for another year. And then you had a guy like Goldie, some of the back end, bullpen pieces that we've been doing. I think we're being in a good spot. But early on, it was pretty tough to watch. I'm like, we're the New York Yankees. Let's go out there and get the right people, get the right pieces to go out there and finish this thing off, because we got a special group of players here. We got a good core, good young core. So, yeah, it was frustrating, but I think we're right where we need to be.
They care about making their money, and I understand that. But the problem is it's not about George or anything like that. There was a standard set that is not met anymore, period.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about it, but you really can't complain, because when he was naming that, Goldsmith and Bellinger and guys are out there, they signed 2 of them. So at the end of the day,
but I mean,
they were slow and patient.
Kind of an afterthought at this point,
Yeah, but for him, he's saying we got our guys, and I'm looking at the guys out there. So he kind of said, we did it, but I was nervous because we didn't do it fast enough. But at the end of the day, you know what we're going to talk about, like, will Cashman go out and spend or give up the assets or people from the farm system that he had to give up in order to be able to get, that finishing piece? We're waiting for the trade deadline. It was like, right now we want to see and assess what this team is. That's usually how it goes. Judge carries him. He's playing at an MVP level. And then we say, okay, we need this or we need that. Right? Last year, thank God they got freed because, of what happened to Garrett. So I think we are really judging them during the trade deadline about how aggressive they are in trying to get the pieces that they need to be able to compete against the Dodgers and Toronto.
I took it at the beginning with Judge of, we're going to get those guys back, and then what? You know what I mean? Like, we're the Yankees, we should be adding even more. The profit margin is the most important thing to this ownership. And you can position it however you want. They do put competitive teams on the field, but they're not that team anymore. They're just not, they're not who they have been. And I'm not going to sit here and tell fans to accept that. They shouldn't. It's rare that you have an organization that should be held to a different standard, and the Yankees, for so many years, have been trying to lower that standard. They have been trying to lower the bar that they have to cross.
I think because before the Dodgers, remember the Dodgers were losing, and they would spend all this money, but they still was losing. They had Darvish, all these guys, and they weren't cashing in. So they're like, see, they do spend all this money, but it doesn't equate to winning. Let's go with our analytics department and all that stuff. But now that the Dodgers are dominating with it, now everybody's returning to the fact that, well, maybe we should go out and just spend good money and get great players because, the Yankees isn't Los Angeles, right? We saw that with Edwin Diaz. People want to be in the warm weather. They want to be, in the limelight, Hollywood, all that stuff, especially if you play baseball. You don't want to be playing outside in cold weather half a damn year, you know what I mean, early in the playoffs or, early in the season.
And early in the first month of the season.
Right, first month of the season. So they're like, man, listen, quality of life, and they winning over here. So if all things equal, I'll take less money to go here than go to the Yankees because I feel like the roses, the bloom has fell off the roses, so to speak. Like where they're like, man, listen, I'd rather be in these warm places, quality of life and stuff like that. And this team is dominating. Let's jump on a wave, and then maybe that'll improve my value if I win a championship. Because Edwin Diaz basically got offered the same thing to be a Met, but he wanted to go with the winning team. So, like, the Yankees are still a destination, and they don't take advantage, I feel, of it and the pinstripes and what that stands for and how that – immortalize you, so to speak, if you play well here. Like Chad Chisholm will be like, with his personality and the way he does things, if they win something around here, he's going to blow up internationally. And I don't think the Yankees do a good enough job in selling the brand like they used to.
The brand is devalued. Like would the Yankees if you put the Yankees on the market today, would they sell for more than the Dodgers?
I think so.
You think they would?
Because of the 22 titles.
20, more than that, 27.
Yeah, 27 times. Because the legacy of what it is, I think it's the only place that could stand because no matter what the Dodgers do, they still don't have that type of history. The most historic, and then the real estate of where it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Tom's a big Yankee fan, right?
Oh,
Tom, when I hear you, or when you hear me tell you that on average over the last 12 years, the Yankees have been outscored every year by spent every year by $40 million on average. How does that sit with you?
It doesn't sit very well because, of course, you have the allure of, hey, we are the Yankees. Like that in everything. That's what we continue to be sold, it feels like, from ownership year after year. And even if you have Aaron Judge saying, hey, we are the Yankees, let's go do this. Well, how about you go do it, boys? That's all you need to do. It doesn't sit well with me. Like, I wish they could compete with the Dodgers and the Mets again. But at the same time, I also feel from the perspective of if you're already putting $300 million into the team, you already invested enough. Maybe you're just not investing in the right assets, the right pieces, or maybe the right guys running the ship.
Is it time, do you think the Yankees take a look at what happened and transpired, even though it's a different sport, with Mike Tomlin, with John Harbaugh?
Where it's just time.
And say, man, listen, we bottomed out, man. Like, we've tried every which way, Cashman, Booney. Like, we just need some fresh energy, some fresh blood. We need some energy brought into this building. Fresh ideas, different perspectives. We appreciate Cashman's been there, since 96?
He's been with the organization even longer. He's been the GM since 98.
So, I mean, we're talking 28 years, bro. Like, it's like, thank you, man, and we appreciate it, but it's just time. And if they can't win it or figure out a way to win it this year, remember how long they went without making it to the World Series.
Yeah. So how about this? Okay. I'm looking at a chart where it is from 2024, the revenue of 2024, and what the team the following year spent on payroll and tax. Okay. So what they made the year before and what they reinvested into the team. Okay? The Dodgers made the most money. They made $752 million in revenue. They invested in the 2025 team between payroll and tax $549 million. So that means that of their revenue, 73% of it went back into the payroll. Okay? The Yankees made $728 million. Okay? They were second in revenue in 2024, behind the Dodgers. They spent the next year $362 million in payroll and tax.
Less than 50%, right?
Yep. So the Yankees' entire revenue, less than 50% of it in 2025 went to the team in terms of the payroll, whereas the Dodgers nearly spent 75%. The team that had the highest percentage was the Mets, but their revenue was only $444 million, and they spent $400 million, so they spent 90% back in. They invested it back in. But the point is, the Yankees are taking the money.
Right. There you go. But that's what happens when it's a family-owned business and not a group. Or the richest owner in all of baseball.
See, here's the thing.
Because they're paying themselves.
Right. And that's what I don't want anybody to get lost on here. They are paying themselves. They are taking the money out of the team. And yes, there are other operating costs that go with all of it. But when I hear the Yankees, Hal last year talked, well, don't forget about what we have to pay for the new stadium. Well, dude, nobody told you had to go get a new stadium. And it's $100 million a year, which, by the way, gets knocked off of the payroll tax because they spent the money on a new stadium. So baseball says, you know what? We'll make that up for you. You don't have to pay it on the tax. So anyway, we
call that word salads.
Oh, God. 800-919-3776. I am way late for it. We will get calls in here. We will also, in moments, Bart, have this week's Carlin's Corner Table.
Oh, I'm so delighted.
Which includes a New Jersey institution. Next.
So, should we split the bill?
But math is the worst.
Not all math, because with New York Lottery's extra multiplier scratch-off games, you can multiply your winnings up to 200 times.
Wait, multiply my winnings?
Yeah, you take your winnings, then multiply those winnings up to 200 times.
So all of my winnings times 200?
Yeah, that.
Oh. I've always said math's the best.
Play for chances to multiply your winnings 30, 50, up to 200 times. Prizes up to $5 million. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Be part of it isn't just a slogan. 2026 season tickets are on sale now, and this is your chance to join the tradition and legacy of the New York Yankees. Purchase a plan and enjoy the best seat locations, significant savings, and flexible payment options. Plans start at just 9 games. Log on to Yankees.com, call 212-YANKEES, or email seasontickets@Yankees.com. For 2026 Yankees season tickets, email seasontickets@Yankees.com today.
March Madness is right around the corner, and it could be a preview of the national championship as #1 Michigan takes on #3 Duke. Join one of the nation's top sports betting analysts, Joe Wiz, on The Fine Line Saturday at 8 a.m. How far can Rick Pitino take St. John's? And what about the Knicks? Will they make it out of the East? It's a loaded show with UFC, soccer, and horse racing. Follow The Wiz on Instagram at Joe Wiz Sports. It's the best bet in town. The Fine Line with The Wiz Saturday at 8 a.m. Be ready to win.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Release a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 2.5 S Select all-wheel drive for $219 for 33 months. Or buy with 1.9% APR financing for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN TN466016. MSRP $32,010. Zero security deposit. APR $28.60 per month for $1,000 finance. Ends 3/2/26.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right, pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Rich Eisen here. For small businesses, every hire counts, and so does your time. Hiring can quickly become overwhelming, from sorting applications to figuring out who's truly qualified. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro helps. It streamlines the process so you can focus on connecting with the right candidates, not managing the noise. Hire right the first time. Post your job and get $100 off towards your job post at linkedin.com/Eisen. That's linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
Debí tirar más fotos de cuando te tuve. Debí darte más besos y abrazos.
We'll give you a little comment here that came out of Mets camp. This from Francisco Lindor on Steve Cohen's comments about never having a captain. Remember, it was Lindor who we thought at one point last year, when the Mets were honoring and retiring the number of David Wright, that they were going to go straight and make Lindor the captain, because there was a video that accidentally surfaced on Twitter that many thought like the Mets were going to play on that day and it was going to be like a passing of the torch thing. Well, turned out to be not the case. And then the other day, Steve Cohen says, we're never going to have a captain as long as I own the team. This is a comment from Lindor just a moment ago. I respect it. This is definitely a Steve front office type decision. At the end of the day, being named captain or not, I'm still going to act the same. This isn't something that's going to make me different. I didn't think that Lindor was ever going to have a major problem with not being captain. Like, who would be bent out of shape by not being named a captain of the team when in baseball it's not something that happens all the time?
But it's a distinguished honor. This is saying that, like, we look at you as like an all-time Met. Like, you're going to go down in history. When you carry that C, like Judge, when they hand it out to him, that means that when you think about the team, the organization, he represents that. And you wonder if you do that, then you have to give some type of consolation prize to Juan Soto, who we assume is the better player, the generational player. We think that when the story is written, that the Lindor story wouldn't be as impactful as the Juan Soto story. So if that's the case, how can he not carry the C? So I think to do that, he just wanted to avoid all kind of conflict. So by saying it'll just never be one, which is silly.
Yeah, it is.
You should never close that door that it'll never be a nothing. Well, if somebody come and become like a generational Shohei Ohtani type of player, you know, say, well, I never thought we would have one, but man, if anybody's deserving, I have to give this guy one. Like who has been the captains, you know, underneath the Mets outside of David Wright? I can't think about it. Was Keith Hernandez? Was he one?
John Franco was a captain. Keith was a captain. Yep. I'd have to go back beyond that.
Right. So like if this that's what I don't understand. If Cohen was a first fan, why wouldn't he understand the significance of being able to have that prestigious honor available if somebody ever lives up to the attributes that it takes to be a captain?
Yeah, the only other captain was Gary Carter. So Gary and Keith were both captains along with Wright and Franco. So Gary was the only one that I forgot for the moment. So anyway, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. It's Carlin's Corner Table.
I had some bacon.
Chris Carlin likes food.
There's not much of a better smell in the world than Cinnabon.
Chris Carlin has opinions on food.
You call yourselves the Burger King, you're a disgrace.
It's Carlin's Corner Table.
I used to go to the Fudge Factory in Baltimore all the time.
Bart,
fudge.
We have gone this route before. New Jersey is known for many, many things. It's known for traffic. It's known for smells, most of which not the best. But it's also known for hot dogs.
Oh, glizzies.
Legendary hot dog New Jersey spots. And this week on Carlin's Corner Table, we visit Rutt's Hut, which is on 417 River Road in Clifton, New Jersey. It is a New Jersey institution. Their website is rutshut.com, RUTTSHUT.com. Now, here's what you need to know about Rutt's Hut. This is a no-frills place. You see it. It is basically on the side of the highway. There is nobody dressing anything up about this place. It is cash only, which rubs some people the wrong way. Johnny Pickums does not love that, but they tell you everywhere, and they do have an ATM inside there. Now, I did bring some cash, so I didn't have to go to the ATM and pay the $9 surcharge or whatever it is.
That'd be something $9.75, and you only take $50 out at a time.
No, but listen, it would have been a surcharge, I'm sure, of like $3.50 or something like that. But at any rate, there is a cash machine there if you don't bring cash. But Rutt's Hut is primarily known for their rippers. They call them rippers. They are hot dogs, and they are basically fried how they are prepared. Okay? So the deal with the ripper is this. They put it in the oil, they fry it to cook it, and that's how they make them. They also make their own potato salad. They make their own coleslaw. They make their own relish, which is really the thing that they are known for with these hot dogs is their homemade relish.
Oh.
So when you look at the menu, Bart, it is like a throwback because the cost of one hot dog, $3.30.
Ooh.
$3.30.
That's economical. How many toppings? Unlimited toppings? You put your toppings on yourself, or they put it on?
Well, it's like for chili and all those kinds of stuff, that's extra. But for the relish and the mustard and whatever, like that kind of thing, sauerkraut, they might charge extra for sauerkraut. I'm not positive of that. But for the most part, it's $3.30 for the hot dog, okay? So I got 2 hot dogs and fries. Why did I get 2 instead of just 1? Here's the thing. I am not a big relish guy. I like it, but I only other kind of relish that I've ever had before would be an out-of-the-jar type relish.
Where they mix it with mustard?
It's not even that. That's what they do at Rutt's Hut, where they mix it with mustard. The relish, I've only had like the green relish, which is the pickles chopped up and all that. So, and I'm okay with that, but I don't have to have that. So I wanted to make sure that I was going to do this the proper way. And I ordered the 2 hot dogs, a regular order of French fries, which are solid, good French fries. Just really delivering French fries. And a soda. The total, $12.80.
Man.
2 hot dogs, fries, and a soda, total $12.80 before tip. So right away, you're catching my attention with the economical situation.
Yeah.
You walk into the place, it's got a great atmosphere. It's like a bar. It's like walking into a bar. It is walking into a bar. And
beers, I'm assuming, on tap?
Yeah, they got all kinds of beers on tap. They got all drinks, all that stuff on the right. And then you can just sit at the bar. You can sit at a table, whatever's available. So I order the 2 dogs. I order the fries. And I order a soda, $12.80. 2 dogs come out, and they look great. They are, when they call them rippers, it's because when they fry them like that, they rip it down the middle, right? You see them rip. And I took one, and I put the homemade relish on it because that's such a big deal that's made of it.
Just homemade.
And I took one, and I put just the mustard on it because that's how I prefer a hot dog, is just mustard.
Just mustard?
Just for me, yes. Now, the first thing I did, as you will see on the video, is I reached for the ketchup, and then I put it back down. Because I don't put ketchup on a hot dog. I'm not a chump, all right? If you're going ketchup only on a hot dog, chump.
Not
chump
ever.
City.
Not only. Ketchup and mustard.
Ketchup and mustard is a little more accessible and a little bit more acceptable. But ketchup only, I know people who are ketchup only.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be rude about it, but those people can go to hell.
Yeah, that's a sweet. That's a sweet bite. You know what I mean? Because ketchup's sweet.
I don't do it. I went with the relish first. Got to tell you, you can taste the hot dog through it. The bun is a regular, out of the bag hot dog bun from the supermarket. That's what it is. Hot dog is good. I'm not a relish guy. Did not enjoy the relish. People are going to be upset about that. I'm sorry. I did not like the relish. And thus, it took away from the taste of that hot dog for me.
You went too savory because you got the relish that's already kind of like spicy, or then you put the mustard on there. You had nothing to balance it out with something soft or something sweet to kind of balance the flavors out.
Well, one was just the relish, which is mustard mixed with relish. They're homemade relish. And one I just had the mustard on.
It's like double mustard.
The one that I had the relish, I thought it was okay. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was great. The one that I had with the mustard, now that's a hot dog. That's what I'm talking about. That's a solid dog. And these are not oversized or anything like that. It is a normal size hot dog, and it was very, very good. So, when I am factoring all these things in, plus, I don't know if the mustard's homemade or not, but it was pretty damn good too.
Was it like grain? Did it have like the seeds in it?
Yes, it was a brown mustard.
Okay, gotcha.
It was a brown mustard. I put the fries in the mustard instead of the ketchup. Little tip for those amateurs out there who haven't done that. Take a look into it. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
You'll make you a mustard aioli?
Exactly. So, Bart, I'll say this. When I factor in that I didn't love the relish, that I did like the hot dog itself, and I did like the hot dog with the mustard, and I certainly liked the price, Rutt's Hut, Clifton, New Jersey, 4 Carlins out of 5.
Okay,
now,
that's respectable.
That's more than respectable. That's very good. I would not go 5 out of 5 because I think it's a pretty good to borderline great hot dog, but the relish takes away from it for me, and everybody to me makes a big deal about that. So when I go and try it, I got to try it their way, right?
But also to each his own, right? Like
exactly.
I'm sure some people might
Unless
really
you like
enjoy that.
only.
Somebody might. Somebody, or what's the little onion things you get in there? They dipped in like that red sauce.
Up onions. I like
no,
that
in that red sauce that they have. It's like Saberos or something. They come in a jar.
Yeah, I know that. I don't care for that.
Yeah. Well, great idea.
I'm not a sauerkraut guy either. You know.
How about maybe reunion, or a show because what we used to do for opening day, we used to bring hot dogs for everybody.
I've been thinking about that, and I think that you and I should do that.
Bring the hot dog cart in. Everybody comes self-serve. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they use some plastic gloves.
On opening day this year, that we should do that. Maggie had that brainchild years ago.
Yeah.
And I think that we need to do that this year at the station.
Like a glizzy party.
Yes. We need to have a cart there, and we will figure out the logistics of that. But Rutt's Hut, which is one of many famous places in New Jersey, 4 out of 5 Carlins. Fair. I think very fair. I think I gave it every chance that I had to give it, and in the end, they did pay off. But the relish, not my thing. Not saying it's bad.
Some people might love the relish, but they might want to put relish and onions on it.
Exactly.
Or they might want to go relish and sauerkraut.
Yeah. Let's see here. This place Carlin is talking about is only like 40 minutes from me. Traveling to Jersey for some glizzies, though, is wild. Hey, listen, to each their own. I would say, for me, that was about a 40-minute trip. And I did it, by the way, second time I've done it on a day off. Have I asked for a comp day in return? No, I haven't. Am I getting paid for this? I'm not. I want to point everybody out. This is the kind of person I am. I do this all for you.
Do it for the love, baby.
And if you want to hate on me, go right ahead. But just understand, I'm like Jesus. You can hate on me. I'm going to love you.
Yeah, you can hate on Carlin all you want. You can push him down. You can bury him. He'll be back in 3 days.
Exactly. I'm the food Jesus of this tri-state area. You're welcome. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. The video will be out on social at some point over the next day or so. So you'll have that and you'll be able to check it all out. But Rutt's Hut in New Jersey, that's the second hot dog place I did. First one was Destination Dogs. There are others I got to go to, too. I think the next thing in Jersey is going to be the bar pie.
Ooh.
The pizza. The bar pie in Jersey is
like big. A calzone?
No, it's not like a calzone. It's like just a flat, very simple pizza. And you order it when you're at the bar and you're sitting there with a buddy. It's not a full-size pizza. It's like, 12 to 14 inches instead. And it's solid. Anyway, that's where we are. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
This February at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, love is in the air with our $100,000 Roll into Romance drawing. Be here on Fridays in February from 3 to 7 p.m. when each hour one lucky guest is drawn to roll the dice for a shot at winning up to $5,000. Earn entry starting at 2 p.m. Club members can earn up to 5 times entry multipliers at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high, and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite back.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
March the 20th of 2026, there's one place to be. And that place is Pickleball Heaven. Pickleball Heaven. It's a pickleball facility, massive facility in Medford, New York. We're going to do the show there that day from 6 to 10. Then there's a tournament. And then after we win the tournament, Rick, we'll stay and watch some basketball with the people. Now, the worst part of all this is the name. Listen, I got to participate in Rickleball Madness. What do you want from me?
You're a teammate of Rickleball.
Yeah, right. You're part of the event. You're the co-headliner. If my name was Dave Pickleball, it would still be Rickleball Madness.
I think that's accurate.
I don't want this kind of pressure. I would prefer be named after you.
No, you don't. You want all the shine.
No, I don't. Call whatever you want.
Dave's Pickleball Extravaganza.
Sorry, Dave. We're still calling it Rickleball Madness. And it's Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. To sign up and register to play, go to the ESPN New York app and click on the Rickleball tile.
Chat is lighting up all about it. Ketchup is for children on hot dogs. Can't do it. A lot of talk about Black Metronome brings this up, Bart. Nathan's fries. People love Nathan's hot dogs. Nathan's fries are top notch.
It's the cheese, the crinkles, then it's the cheese on top of it. They sometimes put little bacon bits on there, a little ranch, a little something, man. And they give you that little bitty fork.
Yep, they give you the little fork, which I appreciate. And I don't even necessarily need the cheese. I think the Nathan's crinkle cut fries are top notch. But there's a lot of people with a lot of opinions on the hot dog stuff and on the relish. I understand it. I understand where people are coming from here in the ESPN New York chat. This is just me. I'm only going, I'm the one going out on the road making this happen.
Now, oddly enough, where I'm from, we have a place in Michigan that's called Coney Island, which is weird because Coney Island is here.
Coney's there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we have. It's like different chains. American Coney. They're like people just franchise and frack it all up the place. But one thing is standard in both of them is the chili cheese dog. You got the chili on it with the melted cheese, like nacho cheese on top. Now, you can add onions on it if you want. But, man, chili cheese dog, another one, the closest thing to it for people that may like, man, what are you talking about? That's a Michigan thing. It's the A&W footlong. They used to have the chili with the cheese, with the cheese sauce that went down. Oh.
The A&W restaurants. And they are few and far between now. But whenever I see one, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm absolutely stopping. There are a lot of people also asking why I didn't go onion rings at Rutt's Hut. Fair point. You got to keep in mind, and I know this is going to sound silly, I'm also trying to work on dropping some weight.
Why you try the shakes? Why you try the malts?
Exactly.
Hey, bro.
I'm doing my best here. I'm going to sit here and tell you on each of the dogs, and people will not believe me, and the fries didn't eat them all.
Yeah.
Did not eat the whole thing. It went like half on each one.
It's like Frank the Tank. Once it hits your lips, man.
I know. I could have counted 5 more without blinking. Like Rick's trying to give me this hard time about how he could destroy me in an
eating contest.
Well, here's the thing.
You think Kobayashi?
Right now, while I'm on the shot, I'm taking Zepbound, which is one of the GLP-1s. Okay. While I'm on it, he could.
Yeah.
Because
get full quick.
It makes you full quick. You take me off the shot, and you let this stallion ride.
Yeah.
Look out, Jack.
Yeah.
Because it ain't gonna be a contest.
Called the White Rhino, baby. Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Gilberto has been waiting a long time to get up. Let's get him in here on ESPN New York. Gilberto, what's up, baby?
Yo,
Gilberto.
Yo, Bart.
What up?
Sorry about that. You caught me while I was chewing on a foot-long
glizzy?
No. chili sandwich. Man, don't forget about it. If I got to explain, Carlin probably give me a rating on it of -4 because there's so much junk piled on.
Listen, go ahead, Gilberto.
No, go ahead, Bart.
I come from I went to school in Chicago, so I love that one with the celery, with the poppy seed bun, with the onion, with the spear, the Chicago style dog, with the hot peppers.
It gives you a sense of eating something healthy, but you know you're lying to yourself.
It's no way.
Listen, Bart, Carlin, excuse me. I got bone to pick with you, man. Yesterday, everybody was throwing you compliments on the internet, telling you look like a CEO, Bart look like a GM, the whole nine. And you shot down every compliment, man. Come on, bro. Embrace swag. You got swag.
Yeah, and he said,
looking at yourself like that. You gotta pump him up, Bart.
And look. You see the dimple starting to come? He's starting to get his dimple starting to be revealed again.
That chest is starting to build out. Yo, watch how much appreciation Carlin is showing tonight at the show. Hopefully seeing you guys there. I'm hoping I ain't working no overtime. All right, I'm in Jersey right now. Talk to you guys later.
Hopefully we get to see you. And for those who don't know, if you get a chance tonight, 150 West 30th in the city, Tara Moore. It is our Knicks Pistons watch party. Bart and I will be there, and Bart is buying the first 38 shots off of the Wild Turkey Luge in honor of the 38 points by which the Pistons beat the Knicks the last time they played.
Exactly. 38. Come lick my luge, baby.
Also, our guy CP, the franchise, is going to be coming by, too, and hanging out for a little bit. Don't know how long he can stay because he's got responsibilities around the game, too. But he told me he'd come by. I got to send him the info to get there, but I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have fun tonight. It's brought to you by our friends from Wild Turkey Bourbon. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. You got to be 21 or older. Enjoy Wild Turkey responsibly. New York City, Tara Moore, 150 West 30th tonight, beginning at 7. We will see you there. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Michael K. is next.
Go lick my luge. I'm very good at profiling.
Wild Turkey Bourbon and ESPN New York are bringing you the ultimate New York game day. 2 games, 1 damn day. We're kicking things off on Saturday at Warehouse Wine and Spirits by GoPuff at 735 Broadway starting at 5 p.m. Stop by for Wild Turkey tastings, exclusive giveaways, and your chance to win an epic New York sports experience. Opening day energy in the Bronx, Knicks at night vibes, all in one unforgettable day. So grab your crew and experience Wild Turkey at Warehouse Wine and Spirits by GoPuff this Saturday. Must be 21 or older. Drink responsibly.
Ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for 2. NBA futures let you